wish it would automatically do it. All right, look, we're gonna put it right there, and hopefully that works. When we bring in the other pictures, they may end up being bigger and covering my face or something like that. But it's all gravy. It's all gravy. Y'all come on in. Good morning, and I apologize. We didn't have a show yesterday. Um, my wife and I picked up our granddaughters, and we've spending time with them, and I love it. It's been needed. Been needed. I love it. So they in there now. I think one's sleeping. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to come in before we start the show. I'm gonna send out some invites and stuff like that. All right. So just give me a few minutes. Bear with me. Stuff like that. Hey sis, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. Had too much
Mm,
fun last night, but I'm doing good.
That's good.
We about you ready to get to this work?
Okay. I'm gonna mute up then.
Okay. Let me send out a couple of more invites, y'all. We'll get started. All right. First, let's get our disclaimer put out.
All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, please leave the live now. Enjoy.
Okay. We're gonna start today. So let's go ahead and get our first graphic up for the first segment here. Yeah, yeah, it's this one. All right. All right, we're gonna put him up. And then we're gonna start with this right here. All right. Everybody knows there's been talks for a long time that Diddy had paid money to set up the unaliving of Tupac. That has been stated more times than we can remember. Marie, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Angel, welcome in. Thank you. I mean, everybody's talked about that. It's the whole $1 million payment thing that allegedly he was Diddy was willing to pay Keefy D, right? Now, again, we're not saying that's true. We're not saying it's not true. We're just saying that's been the talk for as long as we can remember. Keefe D himself even said it. Now we've also talked about pattern of behaviors on this show, right? And so when it comes to talking about the pattern of behavior, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on, I got the wrong one. There we go. When we talk about the pattern of behavior, well, the rapper The Game has came out and he stated that Diddy tried to pay him to set Drake up in Los Angeles to be deleted. Now, let's start that over because there's a couple things that hits on. Rita, good morning. Welcome in, Bestie. Y'all make sure. Oh, before we get started on that, y'all listen. We got coffee magic on the gift and goal, right? That's what we need on the live gift, on the live goal. It's 10 coffee magics. We have to hit it, y'all. We slipped out of the group C and we went back into D. So we have to start making sure we hit our gift and goal up here. Each live this is important. We need 10 coffee magics. Keep double tapping the live. Please give my panelists and share out the live. All right, because that's the only way we can get this work and this information out to these people in TT land, right? In TikTok land. So we're going to continuously bringing you the word on the curb. And y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we mean. We're going to continuously give you this information fresh off the fax machine. All right. So make sure you are sharing out the live. Make sure you're double tapping. Make sure you're gifting the panelists. And please make sure if it's possible, contribute to our live goals. And today is coffee magic. Okay. Now, so this is why I said pay attention to that. There's a couple of things this touches. Again, we already stated that Keefe D and others have stated that Diddy was willing to pay, or had basically put $1 million unaliving attempt on Pac. Now you hear the rapper, The Game saying Diddy did the same thing, or he didn't say it's $1 million, but he tried to give him some money in order to unalive Drake in LA. Now, we got the part where he is trying to put bounties out, but then we also got that he wanted it to happen in LA. Big was unalive in LA. And we've all wondered or questioned, could it be that Diddy set up Big in LA? So we have a lot of things that encompass. We're going to listen to it and find out what's what. Sis says, ever since they messed with TT, I've been unable to use your coins. It's crazy. They mess with the platform so much. I don't know. I really, I don't know. I don't have an answer. I don't. It is crazy. So we're going to get to, as a matter of fact, let's put him up. We already discussed this guy right here. Let's go, because some people may not follow hip hop like that and may not know who The Game is. This is The Game right here. Okay. Another connection that we could make is that The Game was also signed under 50 Cent. And we already know how 50 Cent is getting down. Big Mel, good morning to you, brother. Welcome to work. You get me? So these are all things that, again, it's that tangled web, right? Exactly, Big Mel. He's on G Unit at first. So now we got another hit, allegedly another hit that Diddy has been a part of. It's supposed to go down in LA where Big was unalive. And the person he tried to pay was an artist of 50 Cent at one point. So let's listen to it. Shout out to Coach One Stack. We got a couple of things from him today.
Top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, man. We tapped in, man. And man, this Diddy stuff ain't getting no better, man. It's bad when you got people like The Game.
Are we good on audio?
Doing some snitching, talking about how Diddy wanted him to set up.
Chirac Evil Queen, welcome in. Grand rising to you.
But for now, hit that like button, subscribe.
Thank you for joining us.
Notification bell, man, and I won't tell, man.
DJ Rocky B, welcome in.
Gonna be a long one because, as you know, man, Diddy and The Game, they was tight.
Good.
I think Diddy was gonna try to diddle The Game at one time because for 2 years he took The Game out on shopping sprees, buying him jewelry, buying him diamond necklaces. I ain't saying that The Game is zesty, but The Game said we did no music for 2 years. We just hung out. And so I believe that's the way that Diddy would get a hold of people and get them in their grips and kind of think, make them feel that they owe him favors. But you're going to see in this video right here, because I'm going to play it quick, where The Game is talking about that Diddy wanted him to put some money on Drake's head out in LA. But the Game, being the real one that he is, he contacted Drake and said, "Nah,
Chirac Evil Queen, thank you so much for the 2026.
Hey man, y'all see it for yourself, man. Don't listen to me."
How you found out that they're trying to set up Drake?
They called me to set you up, want me to come and wet you up, cause you were out of town.
What exactly was that about?
Him and Diddy were beefing. He heard about with Diddy, so I came through to fess you up. There were calls, going around LA.
Hold on. Again, something else I want to point out. What did we say before in previous broadcasts? That a lot of times what we hear in these lyrics and in these songs, they are actually true confessions. It's art imitating real life. He just said the lyrics in the song. Now, again, we didn't know who it was and we didn't know who he was talking about or anything like that. but he already put the play out. Sis said, dry snitching. DJ Rocky B said, yep. Big Mel said 100. Real spill, y'all.
And it was like, Drake here, Drake there. Who will run up on him? I'm not saying it. It didn't come from Diddy directly, but LA get tricky. So I hit him. I told him like, yo, this is what it is. But I got you.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. No. Before I even get into it, I want you guys to let me know what you classify this as. Do you classify this as snitching, or do you classify this as loyalty? Firstly, jump in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Now, here's what I have to say. Diddy is known to set up rappers. Diddy is known to have a hand play in a few big rappers passing. And I'm pretty sure you guys know a few of them.
What are we talking about?
This would not surprise me if this is the truth. Because Diddy is the type of guy, he seems like when you and him have a fallout or a major fallout, he's the type to just dash you away. He's the type to just put you to eternal sleep. Listen, and I'm not saying for sure, but I'm saying he gives that type of energy every now and then because I read people. But as you guys heard it, you guys heard it from the game. It's not Premium Celeb telling you guys are hearing it from
TB, good morning to you. Welcome in. How are you?
Diddy was the one who wanted to get Drake out of this life. He didn't guess it. He didn't put it in a way that we had to guess. He blatantly stated that Diddy was the one who wanted Drake gone. And as we know, they did have some dispute back in the day. Even though Diddy did came on and say it was a
Big Mel said facts.
and
LA
they ended
dudes
their
are
beef
strategic.
and
They'll have
all
you
of
doing
that,
conspiracy
and
theories
Drake
with their crimes.
supposedly,
See?
indirectly diss Diddy later on in the music, but to me, it doesn't seem like they have really ended their beef, right? So I'm just giving that quick little backstory. So they did have a fallout. Remember, it was reported that Diddy slapped Drake so bad that he ended up in the hospital, matter of fact. So it seems like Diddy really did have something against him. But I would love for you guys to hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Let me know your perspective on this one.
I was offered the gold juice 3 times, my 20s, my 30s, and my 70s.
That's my thing, man. You heard it up out the game's mouth. Diddy has been setting up rappers for quite some time. You know what he did let's start in the beginning. You know what he did to Craig Mack, HIV. You know what he did to Diddy, RIP. You know what he did to Black Rob, CANCER, homeless. You know what he did to Loon. You know what he did to 112. You know what he did to Mace. You know what he did to Tupac. This comes as a shock to me. I never even seen this video, man. He actually, see, that's the setup. He want to take everybody shopping and do all this stuff, buy him diamond necklaces. Then you feel that you're indebted to him. And then he feel that he can sit back and call shots like a coward and get other people to do his dirty work. That's what he been doing, man. He even sent Shine to prison. And for those of y'all young ones who didn't hear Shine, man, y'all missed something good because Shine is something special, man. He was the next thing coming. Truth be told, I think Shine was better than Biddy, better than Biggie. But hey, man, I ain't want to keep y'all on, man. And guys, y'all want y'all to put in the comments, not that I care, do y'all think that game is snitching? Y'all think that's considered snitching? And hey, man, if y'all think Diddy trying to get people out the way, I want y'all to leave in the comments which rappers do you think Diddy have been that have gotten out of the way and have tried to get out of the way and want to get out of the way. Especially since Jay-Z ain't been messing with him. But hey, man, you like the content, this raw content, hit that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. I won't tell, and you know the rest, y'all. Be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed and get plenty of rest. And stay out of trouble like Diddy should have.
No lies detected there. And we're going to get back to Coach Warnstack. I want to catch these comments real quick. DJ Rocky B says Diddy equals paper gangster. I have to agree with you on that. I really do, bestie. TB says I'm good. I hope you are too. I'm doing great. We had an amazing night last night with our grandkids and our daughter, my wife and I, and I'm still, they here now. I'm still hyped up. I got a couple of bowl games to watch today. My Cornhuskers going to, I'd almost say it lose. That almost, the truth almost came out too fast. My Cornhuskers going to play today. and my wife's Buckeyes is tonight, so I'm a Buckeye-in-law. So it's gonna be a good day of football for me. Sis said Q from day 26. Exact. He forgot to mention him. That is another one. That is another one. DJ Rocky B says, how many is that? He named 7, but counting what Jenny just said, that's 8 that we know of. 8. DJ Rocky B said, Jag said Diddy is the devil, though. Shaking my head. She did. TB says, I miss Sean music. Sean was really good. Sharita, good morning, bestie. How you doing? Welcome in. Michi Rose says, paper gangster, laugh out loud. Homie asked for hand sanitizer. Facts. Michi Rose said exactly. TB was telling Sharita, good morning. Michi says they found all of day 26. I mean, they forgot all of day 26. Their interview was very eye-opening. It was. It was definitely eye-opening and very, very emotional. So here's what we got, people. Again, we put on a table. It's a pattern of behavior. Do you know if a leopard could change his spots, he would? But the thing that we got to point out here, y'all, is that it's the pattern of behavior, and it spans over decades. It's at different points in times in his life. It's not something that he just started doing. It's not something that he just picked up. This is a pattern of behavior. You get me? And so with a pattern of behavior, especially when you keep doing something and you get away with it, and let's be honest, we all know that he was surrounded by people that allowed him to get away with a lot of things. And so the more the people allowed him to get away with it, the more invincible he thought in his mind he became. And so it only amplified it more. You get me? Michi Rose says, you're right, G. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michi. Right, it emboldened them more. Exactly, Michi. They feel like they're not going to get caught. They're on top of the world. They're untouchable. And so, and this is why it spiraled out of control. This is why we're going to have multitudes of lawsuits coming out. More people are going to start speaking now. You understand? And whether you don't believe it or don't like it or not, it's what's in front of you. And we can no longer turn a blind eye to that. Before we go on our second segment, look, we still have 10 coffee magics on the gifting goal today that we have to meet. I want you all to keep double tapping and please share out the live if possible. Give my panelists, if you enjoy the content, if you like what we're putting down in here, by all means, we humbly invite you to go and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any of this knowledge that's coming out to you or that we present to you on a daily basis. All right? We're going to go to our second segment. Hold on. All right. Okay. Who's in there? DJ Rocky B. Thank you. Thank you for the coffee magic. I appreciate that. Thank you for that pick me up. Let's kind of stay in the same fold with what we got going on now. Let's kind of stay in the same fold. 50 Cent. 50 Cent. We already know he's not. Little brother, hey, good morning. I didn't know you was in here. Thank you for the heart me. Let's be honest. With the release of the documentary, Day of Reckoning, Diddy's a documentary that this guy put out, he already let us know he's not playing no games. He said he was going to do it certain amount of time or length of time went by, we didn't see anything, and a lot of people forgot about it. A lot of people thought that he wasn't going to do it because we haven't seen it. But it was like his timing was impeccable. It was after the trial. You have a clear understanding. Caribbean Queen, thank you for that heart me. Good morning, bestie. And thank you for the coffee magic. All right, I'm charged up and ready to go. Thank you, bestie. I appreciate that. The timing was impeccable. It was after the trial. We could focus on it. It wasn't something that he put out while the trial was going on or before the trial was going on. And so then started, and then people could say, oh, well, he's just doing this in order to persuade or have some kind of input on the trial, right? Impression on the trial. He waited, and so I think the timing was impeccable that he done that. Before we move on to that second segment, what's going on, Biggies?
What up, yo? It's Biggs. It's Biggs.
Oh, Biggs. Okay, Biggs, how you doing?
I'm
I
all
like that.
right, man. I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say Biggies, and I'm like, nah, I gotta. It's Biggs.
Okay,
Simple.
okay, I got you. My fault, brother.
Nah,
It looked like
respect, though.
Biggies.
Nah, man, nah. What's
He
good,
said,
though, man?
man, nothing much, nothing much. Just covering these topics that came out overnight. What you up to?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. I wanted to speak on that 50 Diddy shit. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Hey, yo, I'm saying, like, don't people understand that it's the changing of the gods right now?
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? Don't you understand that? Okay, this is real. This is real facts. And me, I'm 51. I grew up in this shit. I remember everything in hip hop. That was my shit. So Diddy been doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? The fact is that now it's such a mass media that the world can see it. When at that time I lived in Connecticut. So Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, we everything that was coming out, we was there. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And Diddy had a private school here.
I didn't know
Nobody,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Nobody knew that. He had a private school for black kids. Now I ain't saying anything that he did in the industry and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was horrific. It was crazy. At the same time, who taught Diddy this stuff? Everybody point the finger at Diddy, and yes, he was. Everybody always look at what that accusers did,
Mhm.
and you're right, but you got to follow the trail back because you never know where that shit comes from.
You want me to tell you where I think it came from? I think it came from the environment his mother kept up at night. When he lived with her when he was younger, I think it came from people that was in the industry that was above him that allowed him to get in positions or certain crowds that he got in. Um, I'll even go as far as to say I also think it could have had something to do with the Catholic school he attended.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. All that might be right, but at the same time, knowing how the industry is now at that time, before this time and age of social media, we glorify everything that went with Hollywood, music industry, sports. We gloried that. Now with social media, the little stuff that we used to hear back then, just off word of mouth or DVDs or VHS, it's reality in time now.
Exactly.
The fact is that knowing how dark the industries are, so you always knew you had to sell your soul to get a certain level. Now you put a face on the person that sells their soul. And you see, we all knew before anything, Sean John wasn't banging like that for him to be throwing all these parties. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Then we
Right.
all know Diddy ain't made a hit since Biggie.
No lies detected.
We all know, where was this money coming from? I understand Ciroc. I did sip that myself. So
Yep.
I'm
Yes,
not
sir.
going, I am saying I sipped the Ciroc
I
and
did as
hope
well.
I did. I hope wasn't no special product inside of it.
He said
But,
just a straight drink.
but
Oh my
at
God.
the same time, where was all this gloriousness coming from? Before all this shit popped off, and no saying, I'm gonna keep it 100. Everybody that was somebody was on TV talking about we going to a Diddy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? We had LeBron James in a tutu and a
Mhm.
tiara. talking about he's going to the Diddy party. He
Oh,
had
facts.
everybody in the industry that was
Mhm.
music,
Thank you.
business, government, military, um, actors, and it was at a Diddy party. And then all of a sudden, people act like they don't hear, they don't. Oh, I wasn't at no Diddy party. Oh, everybody quiet.
Yeah.
Any video, you don't see no videos about no Diddy parties, but for about 6 years, it was millions.
It was
So
the place
it's
to be. Yeah.
yes, and and certain people said leave before 12 o'clock. If you go to a Diddy party, leave before 12 o'clock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And look at this: the tunnels under Diddy house lead to the Playboy Mansion.
Hmm.
Everything that
Heard that.
Diddy was doing, everything that Diddy was doing to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? The dude from Playboy did the exact same thing.
Hugh Hefner. Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nobody cared what Diddy was doing. And once again, my brother, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow you. Once again, my brother,
I appreciate that. I'm following
I'm
you back.
not, I'm not, I'm not saying anything what he did is not granted for jail or anything. But everything that he did, Hugh Hefner did.
No, brother. You're right. Look, and first and foremost, I appreciate you coming on and speaking mature and with sense. We don't have that often when it comes to this situation, or this topic. But to your point, you're right. It has been going on. I think the only difference or the reason why it's so magnified more now is like you said, because now everything is so digital and in real time. And because I'm like you, I've said it so many times on my broadcast, man. I remember my ex-wife and I, we moved to back to her hometown in Nebraska, Omaha. We moved from Atlanta to Omaha in 2006, and right then that "Me and You" song by Cassie was the song. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I heard it from Atlanta to Omaha. But the thing about it is, around 2008, yeah, roughly about 2 years after she dropped, it was already stated that he had allowed men to basically use every hole on Cassie's body. It was already stated that when they were out, she was to look down. If she was to look at a guy in his face, he would get upset. If you go to 1999, when he was dating, we'll go back to 1999. He was dating J Lo, right? When they broke up, one of the things J Lo stated was he always was so controlling. Even to when it came down to what she wore, he had to approve of it. He had to sign off on it. You get me? So, but again, we're hearing it. The digital age that we're in now, we not only hear it, but now we get to see these things, and so it's putting meat on the bone. And so now, where people could think or pawn something off as just talk or just rumors, we now get to see it. Like, you get me? Like, who would have thought that? Okay, when Cassie said, well, I mean, other than people that didn't know, that when Cassie filed that lawsuit and stated that he was doing these things to her, and then he came out and was saying it's a lie, it's a money grab. I can't wait to clear my name and stuff like that. There was a lot of people who actually believed that he was being wrong. There was a lot of people that believed that she was only doing it for the money. And only to see that in a few months later, we actually saw video evidence of him treating her that way. And so, but then what happens after that? Then he gets with his publicist or his right hand woman, his family. They come together, and then it's alleged that they had to formulate. TB, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, Big Tiff. That's Big Tiff. How you doing? It's alleged that they huddled together and had to orchestrate an apology. And so then what did we get? If you got Instagram, you saw him on Instagram saying, "I can't believe what I did. I'm sorry for. I can't believe I did that. I was in a dark place. I need therapy, and I just can't believe what I did. The heinous act." And sir, I call that cap because you are a multi-millionaire and you had everything at your leisure to go and get therapy. You chose not to. You chose to continuously demonize people. Now, to your point, you are right. This has been going on for a long time. I often reference back to, and I forgot when it was. It was several months ago. But there was a guy, God, I can't remember, Damon Wilson. Do you know who that is? Biggs, you know who Damon Wilson is?
Nah,
Okay.
it sound familiar.
Okay, Damon Wilson he played Lamont on Sanford and Son.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He done an interview right about the time all of this came out with Diddy. And he even stated that back when he first came into the business, there was a guy who starred in movies when they didn't even talk. You had to read the caption. But he was saying the same thing happened to him. He was these movies, like I said, they didn't actually talk or have a dialogue. You had to read, and then they just had the film or the scene. But he went to a party, and allegedly something popped off, and it came out that he raped a girl with a bottle. So, but again, they wanted him out of the industry. But Damon Wilson was saying, "Hey, these parties have been happening." I tell people, our trip when we went to Los Angeles in Hollywood, brother, if you not about that, if you centered in your spirit, if you're centered in your morals, I'm telling you, brother, you feel the darkness out there. You can feel it. It's something about the air. So I even go to the Weekend. He has a song, one of his most famous songs, and the title of it is "The Hills Have Eyes." But people. You really got to get deep in this. You really got to get deep in it, brother. I really didn't. And like I said, I have a cousin that is was part of a famous R&B group back in the '80s. He had a stellar career himself. He had a great career himself. I have a cousin that was part of one of Atlanta's most famous hip hop groups, and they were speaking about this kind of stuff as far as what was going to come to be back in the '90s, and we're living it now. But the thing about it is, they already was talking about the lifestyle out there, right? And so, but again, I'll land my plane here because I got to move on to the next segment. But I'm gonna land my plane here, brother. I think the problem or the issue we're having now, more than anything, is no longer is it word of mouth. Now we have the ability to put our eyes on it. And even with that though, you still have certain people that can see it and still choose not to believe it because they've been conditioned that way for so long. It's hard for
See,
them
and
to
the
see.
thing,
Huh? Go ahead.
see, not to cut you off, the thing about it is right now, I'm from the, you gotta prove to me for me to believe it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from the age of I don't follow nothing if you can't give me answers.
Right. Got to have receipts. Hmm.
And you know what I'm saying? And I give a perfect example with AI and everything out right now. I'll give a perfect example. I was talking to a
Wiki
pastor.
TV.
I was talking to a pastor and he was talking about the Bible and all this. And you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. How do you know the Bible is true? He was like, it's the word of God. I said, I'm not saying it's not, but me, you, and somebody else sitting here, and I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. And
Hmm.
I say, you know what? I'm hungry. I want to go to Philly and get a cheesesteak. Do all y'all want a cheesesteak? What do y'all want on it? I jump up and fly. You know what I'm saying? Just jump up
Hmm.
and fly to Philly.
Hmm.
Bring back cheesesteaks. 3 people say they witness it. We bury it.
Yeah.
100 years down the line, you got witnesses to say that I did that.
Mhm.
Are people going to believe it?
They're
Because
not.
people wrote it. But at the same time, if I got witnesses, you know what I'm saying? You have to challenge something. You have to ask questions. You can't follow blindly.
Hmm.
And right now, people have been following blindly for years, off word of mouth, off, you know what I'm saying, getting videos, all this stuff. Now it's in your face. Something could happen tomorrow, and
Hmm.
5 million people have seen it by today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody could say something about me online, true or not. 1 million people will see it. Now, out of that million, how many people is going to pass rumors that is true? How many people is going to pass rumors that is not?
Right. Right. Hmm.
It's instant. It's instant gratification if it's good or bad. The
Absolutely.
fact that phones, you could whip out your phone and record. You could wear glasses and record. You could have a little recorder on your waist. At any time, your life, your footsteps, your eyes, what you see can be put to the world. And the fact that you're getting paid for it, if you get 1 million views, you might not get $1 million, but you'll get a percentage.
No lies to tell.
And that give endorsements for a person that's a regular person to have a video and catch something happening. The only person that witnessed it, the only one that put out the phone. And to be nosy, it's a paycheck to be nosy. It's a paycheck to put a person's life on center without their permission. And people don't care. They don't got a heart. I seen people getting hurt, and instead of people helping, pull out a camera.
Right.
What is
Um. Unfortunately, and
what
I
is
say that you're right. When it comes to people recording quicker than helping, but then too, I will say that we also live in such a dangerous time right now that where certain people are afraid to step in and help out of fear of losing their own lives. And
true?
sometimes some people try to help. I'm not going to dox this brother, but man, he's a really good brother. But he shared in his platform one day that on his broadcast one day that he tried to help. There was a DV situation going on, and he tried to step in and help the lady that was being assaulted, and the lady got mad at him. I'll take my own personal experience. My kid's mother was in a relationship where she was DV, and I can't tell you how many times I had to go and get her out of that, but she goes right back. So it's hard to go back to the times where we could sleep with the doors unlocked overnight. We can't do that anymore. You know. Um.
Just
So
look,
go
just
ahead. I'm
look,
sorry.
just look at this. A guy was walking in the street. A lady was about to get hit by a car. He ran, grabbed her, pulled her off the street, saved her life.
Hmm.
She sued him.
Yeah.
She sued him, said he molested her,
See what I'm
and it
saying?
was on it was on camera. The car was like a second away. He ran, risked his life to save her.
Hmm.
They threw it out of court, but the audacity that people have that will do
Talking
that,
about.
the audacity.
Yeah.
So understand that sometimes this video footage that we have will save a person. Because how many people, and I'm a I'm a black man, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm 51, and the years that I grew up, it was tough for a black youth to grow up in that. So as a black man to see, sometimes that camera work saves you. It's a lot of innocent people in jail that didn't have that camera work that sit there for the rest of their life in jail.
My cousin's one of them. You're right.
I
You know what I'm
wanted to go
saying?
back to something he said about the gentleman who was trying to save the young lady. Well, he's not tried to. He saved her from getting impacted by a car. She's in the process of suing him. She's trying to sue him. I don't believe it went through all the way.
Nah,
You
it
gotta
went
help.
through, but they it went through, but they threw it out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's a big thing, like how dare you? He saved your
Yeah, he
life.
just saved your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why a
Right.
lot of people don't step in nowadays because
Right.
either something like that will happen, or the other thing that will happen is the person that's doing the helping is the one that gets unalived in a situation. By trying to help countless times. I have friends, family members that were unalived trying to save someone else.
Now I'm gonna be honest with this world right now. I got my pistol permit.
I
Now
understand.
me being a 6'2", 265 pound black man walking around with a pistol. Do you understand how many times? No, oh, illegal. Oh, he don't look like a person that should be having. Or how many times have you seen somebody try to help a situation and cops shoot them?
More
You know what
times
I'm
than
saying?
not.
I'm saying, and if you look like a person that should be committing the criminal aspect in life, listen, I'm keeping 100. You know what I'm saying? This is real life. This ain't fantasy. We
Right.
know it's a 75% possibility that a black person trying to save somebody might get hit by the police.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's 100. And you hear about it later talking about, oh no, he saved me.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not lying. I'm not disagreeing with you on that at all. Um. But that's why I say the times are different now. Everything is instantaneous now. So back in the day, like you said, we did know these things were going on. A lot of people knew. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't. But some of us knew it was going on, and it wasn't. I'm not gonna say it wasn't of a concern because it still should have been a concern. But the thing about it was just words. And so, but now we have the ability to see footage. We have the
Visual
ability.
proof
Yeah, it's visual proof now. So that's why it's more
at the hands of the person who committed the crime. At that.
right.
But it's just real funny to me. Like I said, I'm not saying anything he was wrong. But it's real funny to me how all this came after he tried to sue the liquor company.
No, it's not
Um,
funny. It's
it's
that's
not
how it
fun.
go.
That's mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
We already
you
talked. You got to be back, Biggs. You
you
missed
are
out on a lot. We talked about this a couple times. We know why.
Hmm.
well,
We
no,
know
say
why.
I know why. Because you're not bigger than the program. We put you bigger than
That's
Mm-hmm.
your
why.
people. We put you're the biggest of your people, but you ain't
Hmm.
the biggest of us. You're a peon. Let's get you right in the right where you're supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
We
Right, little
put you
brother.
there, and we put you there. So let me show you how dare you try to.
You got it. That's exactly what it is
Ding
right
ding
now.
ding.
It's
And
no it's cut and dry.
they did it to Bill Cosby. They
Mm-hmm.
did it to Michael. They did it to Prince. They
Mm-hmm.
did it to everybody. And
Yeah,
it did,
as a list go on for the
yeah.
BLK community. Yeah,
Mhm. And everybody can
we
sit
know
there,
this.
but
Yeah.
the industry act like it's no, it's not. It's not a conspiracy. They did these
No.
things, but you know they did these things. You knew R. Kelly did these things. You know what I'm saying? Why did Tate come out 20 years ago and now he go to jail?
Yeah. Everything
I
has a
said the
life
same thing.
expectancy, man. And so here's the thing, because I got to welcome Dimple Cheeks to the panel, and then we got to move on to the second segment. But I'm gonna tell you this, brother. Everything has a life expectancy in this community,
Got an
in the
expiration
entertainment
date.
community. Right, exactly. So once you got to think, we got Diddy, we got Jay Z. These are 60-year-old men. They can no longer influence the masses. Nobody's gonna look up to a grandfather like that, you know. So you got to bring. They're gonna move them out the way and bring in the new batch of people that can
Hold
influence
on.
these.
Unc, I want to say something to Dennis. He said Bill Cosby did say he drugged those women and took advantage of them.
Okay.
Okay, so I was on a
So did
panel
Hugh
with
Hefner.
two, I was about to say two older gentlemen on somebody else's panel, and they were actually in the military at that time, and they went to one of Hugh Hefner's, whatchamacallits that he had,
At the Playboy Mansion.
yes, not the mansion, but he had like kind of like a strip joint
Oh, okay.
around
Okay.
that
Yep.
time, and
Yeah.
it was
Mm-hmm.
in, three or four different cities. I think it was one in Chicago, New York, LA, and I can't think of where
I'm
the
gonna
other
look
one
that
was
up.
at. And they said they were in those clubs, and them women were willing participant. And you got to think in that time, that's what they did. Like recreational use for us in our time now is cannabis. Recreational use for them in their time was the Coca-Cola. So,
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm 51. And I remember ever since cable came out, it was a Playboy channel. And you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It was all that stuff. Go to the Hugh Hefner's mansion. He had from 10 to 12. He was in his mansion. This is a 65-year-old woman. Man, that looked like he's 65. With half
and it
naked
was
apes.
18.
He's there. And everything that he was doing was illegal. And it was on cable. And you paid for it. So
Hmm.
all that they saying, know what I'm saying? All that they saying back then, like we said, they didn't have the eyes on them. The eyes is everything. A lot of
Uh,
actors, a lot of actors are miserable people. And we only
Hmm.
see them on their glory life when they walk in the red carpet or when they on TV or when they say we don't see them. Look at Robin Williams. We all thought that was the happiest more dude ever. And look what happened to
oh
him.
yeah.
Know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Now, when you look at how miserable money don't make you happy. You think it
Nope.
makes you happy. You're
People with money
happy.
got problems. Broke people got problems. Middle class people got problems. Rich people got problems. Our
Now,
problems ain't the same problems, but we all got problems.
let me give you an example. Me and my girl, right?
Hey
We
Biggs,
sitting here.
Biggs. I'm gonna let you get this out, but then I gotta go. I gotta move on to my other panel guests. Okay.
Oh, my bad, man.
No, no,
I
no.
was
Go
just
ahead,
saying.
brother. Good dialogue. Go ahead. You can finish
I was
off.
just saying. Me and my girl, right? You know what I'm saying? We was watching. We watch TV, so we watch all different types of shows, and every show from her loving General Hospital to me like Empower. It's all the basic same thing. It's just a different level of people doing the same shit. That's it.
Like, man,
Yeah. Yeah. Big
You know what I'm
facts. Big
saying?
facts.
And it's glorified by the people that lives that stage of life.
Absolutely.
If you're a
Ab-
millionaire, you ain't gonna pay attention to what somebody that can't even buy a 20 bag of weed is doing. Excuse me, sorry.
yeah.
If
Yes.
you're
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? But it's real life.
Yeah.
It's real
All
life.
right. Hold on. Let me say this. First of all, thank you. And W Biggs and Alive, y'all. Let me say this before anybody tries to come at my niece and say she's lying. I want to make sure we get this information out there. Dennis, pay attention. Hugh Hefner's Playboy clubs were located in major cities worldwide, starting with Chicago in 1960. Then expanding to New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, St. Louis, Detroit, San Francisco, Boston, and international spots like London, Tokyo, and Macau. Macau,
boom,
plus resort locations such as Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, and Miami Beach, Florida. So he was openly doing these things. So Dennis, just want you to know, just listen and
boom.
learn.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna
Said
speak on something I don't know what I'm talking about. But the gentleman that was telling me this before I looked into it now, when he was going to these clubs or whatever you want to call them, it was only originally four, which was the one in I believe it was uh
You going to check it out, niece?
I'm sorry, yeah, no, my sister was calling me. She don't want nothing. It was LA, New York, Chicago, and I can't think of what the fourth one was, but that was the four original ones before he expanded to all these other places. And he said the women in there were just like the young ladies in the Playboy Mansion, half dressed, and they were willing participants being in there, and they used to do debugs. That's back in
Where's
the
that?
day when they used to have the little Coca-Cola spoons as necklaces around their neck.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Making
And
them grind, make them grind.
you gotta also understand too. You know what I mean? If you're talking about cats and couches and all that, where it came from. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that you got mothers that was pushing their daughters to be on Playboy.
Yeah,
You
for
know
the
what I'm
money.
saying? For the money, and you got to understand. Look, I'm gonna be honest and not being funny. I am a little baby comedian, but I'm not being funny. There's a lot of dilly blonde hairs, no booty chicks up there. You know what I'm saying? It was anorexic, all going crazy. So
Them chicks, come back up. I got you. I got you. I'm finna come to you now. Hey, hey.
hey, yo, I'm gonna be 100, yo. I
Yeah,
was
can't
young,
nobody be
and
mad. It's true.
you know what I'm saying? I was thinking getting a little Playboy books. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. I'm keeping 100. Everybody else could be like, well, I was always a player. No, I was a youth. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the little skinny little white tee girls with blonde hair. Ew. You know what I'm saying?
You are
Like,
crazy. You are crazy.
I remember all that. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Q.
And looking at it now, like, yo, like everything that y'all saying this dude was doing. He was a king. He was walking around in a robe today. It would be like Squidmeyer from Family Guy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but then we also have to stay in spaces. We also understand that, and it's not to shade anybody, but it's just the fact of the matter of your skin color does matter. What's approved
It
and what's
Yes, it
not
does.
does.
approved.
It does.
Right?
It does.
Elvis Presley got away with so many more, so on and so forth. It's not. It wasn't just Hugh Hefner. It was Hugh Hefner before Hugh Hefner too.
Like I say,
So
I look at it like this. Okay, they made Tarzan. A white tea man came in Africa and started talking to animals and ran through. Are you serious?
I mean,
well,
Are you-
technically Tarzan wasn't. They trying to make it seem like he was, but he wasn't. He was melanated.
See, but
all right.
it's just
Okay.
how life is.
Hey, I gotta move. I got other people coming in, y'all. We gonna have to talk about this on another
You fine.
segment, okay?
I was about to say, you could drop me down too, because I'm about to. It's about to get hectic in here. I'll just be in the
Okay.
comment.
Okay, niece. I love you to life, girl.
Love you too.
Hey, Biggs, I appreciate you coming up, brother. I'm gonna drop you. You can welcome back anytime you want, okay?
All right, my boy.
All right, peace and blessings to you.
You too.
DJ Rocky B.
What's up? What's up? Hey G, I just wanted to chime in. You know, I'm always quick on these things, but we have, we gotta just leave race out of it. I'm Hispanic.
Hmm.
I'm gonna, and no offense to you as a male, but exploitation of women. This is what it all boils down to. White,
Hmm.
black, Hispanic, and yes, women, some women, have that characteristic in them where, like, okay, I'm gonna make this money, and I'm gonna give up the goods. We'll say that.
Hmm.
And there's two wrongs going on here. You know what I mean? So it's not right that men have exploited women over the years. I mean, and that went back from Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying? Once Eve ate that apple and made Adam eat that apple, everybody's eyes were open. And guess who stepped in? The snake,
Yeah, yeah, the
which we
serpent.
leave in the snake the year of the snake now. See, here we go,
Same thing.
spirituality. You know how I keep it. I'll keep it coming at you, G.
Hmm.
So we got to keep things into perspective. It's not okay for men to exploit women. It's all about what's doing right and what's wrong, and not what's wrong, and understanding the two. You understand?
Exactly.
And that goes back to the spirit. You have that sense because we all
Right.
came from the creator. So
Hmm.
that is in us. If it don't feel right, it ain't right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Facts. Hey,
Today.
WDJ Rocky P. She said today. Hey, it ain't no problem. I appreciate you coming up, baby.
Happy New Year, baby. You're doing an awesome job, and I love
Oh, thank you.
all your lives. You know, I'm all up in here all the time, and
Love it.
I want to just get my 2 cents in there, and we're gonna have a blessed year. Everybody's gonna reset, and let's do this, baby.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming up, and Happy New Year to you. Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Prosperity, love, joy,
Yes,
and peace
blessings,
into 2026. Exactly.
protection. Love you, man.
Absolutely. I love you, girl.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
I appreciate that. Hey, y'all, before we go and transition to the second segment, check it out. We still have 6 more coffee magics on the table that we need. We got 30 people in here, and we got 3.5K likes. That don't add up. The math ain't mathing. So I need you to keep double tapping. Remember, if you came, this is your first time in, or even if you just like the content and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go and subscribe and become a news crew member. What happens when you subscribe to the channel? You get a badge put next to your name in here that says crew. That allows myself and my moderators to know that you're part of our news crew member team. And when you leave a comment, it'll stand out to us. We'll be able to engage with you immediately or more expeditiously because we see that crew badge next to your name. You see TB got one right there next to hers, right there. You see, and thank you for that, TB. And also you get to use special stickers that you can only use as a news crew member. All right. I'm gonna tell you also, when you become a news crew member, a lot of times we're just gonna reach out and check on you. Just, that's just how we do on here. Yeah, this platform brought us together, but we pride ourselves on keeping a family type community here. All right. So don't want you to be scared or anything like that. That's just how we get down. We genuinely care about people. So we might reach out to you from time to time and just check up on you. Don't mean nothing's wrong. We don't want nothing. We just want to make sure you're good. All right. So those that have subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. In staying with 50 Cent, I also want to revisit some of the things that we've stated in our previous podcast as well when it comes to the diddler. We also talked about not only the victims that we know of, I'll say alleged victims, just y'all know how we do, the alleged victims, but we also talked about how it could possibly affect his children. And 50 Cent, being who 50 Cent is, allegedly, says here's the headline. 50 Cent drops freak off tape of Diddy freaking off with his own sons. We listening to it for the first time together. I'm not saying it's true. Again, we said alleged. And let's just make sure we recant what we are here for the people that are new in here. All right. We are bringing you the word from the curb. All right. This is what's being said out there. This is what's being reported, and we're bringing it to you. Like I say, you know what we do, you know what we mean, and we're bringing it to you fresh off the fax machine. Title says sickening, and that's in capital letters. 50 Cent drops freak off tape of Diddy freaking off with his own sons. Now, let me tell you all this right here. Don't think that you can just go on a typical internet and find it. A lot of the things that we're reporting are coming from people who get the information off the dark web. And if you know anything about the dark web, those are places, if you go to, you got to make sure you prepared and you ready for it. I don't do it because it's in the name, dark web. That already tells you right now. I think what DJ Rocky B just stated a few minutes ago. You know what feels right, you go with it. You know something feels wrong, you don't do it. It's in the name, dark web. That don't feel right. I'm not doing it. All right, but without further ado, I'm not going to hold you any longer. Let's get to the audio.
Top of it, y'all. It's your boy Coach One Stack back again, man, dropping y'all this raw content.
Hollywood been auctioning
their children. Dig what I'm saying? Hey, man, it don't get no deeper than this one, man. Now 50 Cent, he has dropped some of the final tape, releasing Diddy freaking off with his own sons. Sons, plural. Did I say that? Sons, plural. I said sons, right? I didn't say son, I said sons. You dig? Now, before I get into this, man, you already know, man, hit like and subscribe for the channel, man. Let's make it grow.
True
Let's
Dimple
appreciate
Cheeks.
this raw content, y'all, because you know I like to get straight to it
Coach
and
Xavier,
keep y'all attention.
how you doing,
But, you know,
Bessie?
the thing is,
Thank you for the
hey,
rose.
we
I
already know
appreciate
that
it.
Quincy has already had lawsuits planted against him for this SA stuff. You dig? Quincy had already been caught freaking off with his daddy when he was 16 years old and 2 other men behind closed doors when the doors locked.
Pause. This one caught me off guard because I thought he was just going to talk about Justin and Christian. I didn't know. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for Quincy. So this is, although Al B was trying to say some stuff. He was trying to put some stuff down, but I didn't see this coming.
Per Gene Deal. So I don't know what 3 grown men and a 16-year-old would be doing, because in a lot of states, 16 years old is the age of consent, which means it's okay. So it's not like a pedo type thing or no Chester type thing, but what kind of man freaks off with his own kids? And now I got to get on Justin, because Diddy taught Justin the same type of this type of behavior. I only wonder what he taught his twin daughters. Let's pause on that for a minute. Guys, y'all answer in the comments. Tell me what you think, with what we know about Diddy and teaching his sons how to freak off. What do you think he taught his daughters? Drop in the comments what you think Diddy taught his daughters. Okay, so now, as we stand right now, Justin has King Combs, he has a lawsuit right now pending against him for what? Sexual assault, attempt sexual assault actual sexual assault of a woman that was serving drinks on that infamous yacht. See, first he tried to get her to take some drinks. She didn't want it. And then he tried to force her to give him some sloppy you-know-what, because his wood was hard. And you can hear it. She has an audio tape of this, guys. And see, audio and video is irrefutable evidence. And what is irrefutable evidence? That means, man, hey, it's irrefutable. It stands alone. When you listen to the audio, when you looking at the video, hey, man, that serves as good evidence. But who taught him how to do this? Diddy. What type? Guys, put in the comments below what type of man freaks off with his own sons. Because I'm going to tell you, man, my daughter, man, she's 29 years old. And like I said, I am not her friend. I am her father. She can't. If she did smoke 420, she can't do it around me. If she got some freaking off to do, it won't be with me. It won't be around me. It won't even be in my vicinity, and the vice versa. Can you dig? But I don't want to keep y'all too long. So let y'all listen to this video and make sure y'all stay to the end. I got something important to tell you.
This said a guy who's abused by a Catholic priest.
What's your ideas? Basically just, hot performers from Bow Wow to Boys in the Hood, Soulja Boy, Chris Brown.
You want me to get all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, you want a concert at your party?
Yeah.
We'll see what we can come up with.
And plus, definitely want the party in Atlanta, because, ATL is where it's at.
And being for real. Speaking of your kids, this one showed up. Quincy, what up, Jay? Quincy, what? Listen, Quincy showed up.
They just showed the video where a clip of when I told y'all he was whispering, and he was like breathing and whispering in Quincy's ear while Quincy was on a live.
And I got to know this kid in like the last year or two, and what a young man this kid is. You must be really proud of what he's been doing.
Yeah, I'm just so proud of the way that, they've come out.
Thank you, little brother. Charged up. Let's go. Daybreak 76. Welcome in.
Imagine having an enemy that has a position of influence in your child's life, and knowing that person sends you notes and messages every now and then. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, that boy is dead.
Pops, I love you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for inspiring. I've looked up to you and admired you.
He is a real
If you ain't come out of my ball sack, I can't f you. Diddy be loving Quincy like that's his real child.
Diddy is shaking right now after 50 Cent leaked receipts of him allegedly freaking off with Quincy when he was just young. I mean, we knew that the boys were probably also in on the crimes, but
Thank you
no
for the
one
Go
thought he was bending
Popular.
them
I
over as
appreciate
well
that,
at
little
those
brother.
freak-off parties. And guess who is supporting 50 Cent's claims with even more proof? Al B. Sure, Quincy's biological father.
A long relationship.
Here's how you can take advantage of IUL.
Do you see that? His own father is co-signing this stuff.
With Puff. Puff has spoiled Quincy as if he was his own. I used to hear rumors that Puff had adopted Quincy and he didn't.
Okay, if you've been keeping up with Diddy, then you know that all his kids have been showing their support for him like their life depends on it. Even the twins, who a lot of people held back from dragging because they thought they were innocent, also spoke out for the first time a few days ago, and they defended him. When they were asked about the new 50 Cent documentary on Netflix, they slammed 50 by calling him a hater.
Don't let the haters bring you down. Just keep going. Keep chasing your passions and dreams no matter what. Do not let negative people get between you and your goals.
Yeah,
But
it
as I
is.
said,
Kim's
they aren't
book
the only
also
ones.
told us.
Their brothers have also been riding for Diddy. And the worst part is that they also have their own SA allegations that they aren't done fighting. For example, Jaguar Wright claimed a while ago that Christian and Justin allegedly drugged and SA'd a girl called Love Jones.
Summer Rowe was live today with a young woman I think y'all need to reach out to. She's a subscriber, but she's also a content creator here on YouTube. She has over 50K subscribers. Her name is Love Jones. Today, Love Jones sat with Storm Monroe as she talked about being with the Combs brothers last summer in a Sprinter, and she don't remember where they took her. The boys.
And let's also cover something. These lawsuits that are against Justin and Christian, in both lawsuits, Diddy is still mentioned. He's still basically a co-defendant for them with Christian because he owned the yacht that it happened on. When the situation went down with Christian and Grace O'Murky, right? And now with Justin flew this young lady out there, stating that she could some kind of job he would have her signed up for. I think it was with Revolt TV or something. I don't know. I don't want to say that and it'd be wrong. Maui in Paris, welcome in, bestie. But he got this young lady out there, and on the pretense of she would have a position somewhere. But in any event, when she got out there, they took her stuff from her, so she couldn't get away. And Justin, along with his father, along with two other masked guys, sexually assaulted her. These are her words. All right. Now, and even if you pay attention to that, as far as her stating that they took her stuff from her and basically held her there so she couldn't leave, it makes me go back to the conversation that I personally had with Clayton Howard. And he stated they took his stuff from him.
Right. And
Apparently, and King is more than DeLeon. Her body tingled all over.
And it didn't really take much for people to eat this up, because Christian and Justin have been mentioned multiple times in Diddy's lawsuits for not just being witnesses to the things he was doing, but also
Jenny said
allegedly
Clayton and
actively
Little Rod.
participating in his crimes. In fact, as we speak, Christian is still fighting a whole SA lawsuit that was filed against him by a woman called Grace O'Marque. She claims that Christian took advantage of her while she was working on a yacht that Diddy had chartered for a trip at the end of 2022. According to the lawsuit, Christian Combs groped her legs, breast, her behind, and V. The suit details audio recordings in which it states O'Marque can be heard declining alcohol, saying she had to leave, and telling Christian Combs to stop touching her with what sounds like kissing noises in the background. His wood was erect, and he grabbed her arms and was trying to force plaintiff to perform
on him. Anyway, during the last week of Diddy's trial, his son Justin also got hit with a nasty SA lawsuit that was filed against him by a Jane Doe, alleging that he took advantage of her back in 2017. She alleges that Justin used his father's celebrity status to lure her from Louisiana to LA, where she was literally held prisoner for a weekend and repeatedly taken advantage of by both Christian and Justin, as well as 2 other masked men. So basically what happened was, Justin contacted the woman on Snapchat, promising a TV job opportunity. After a while of them texting, he began asking her for explicit photos, which she sent because she trusted him to keep them private. He then offered to fly her to LA for a weekend to advance her career. When she arrived, Justin picked her up in a black SUV and took her to a Beverly Hills property known as the Glass House. Over the weekend, he provided alcohol-ish, which she believed was laced, and pills. 3 masked men then arrived, whom she recognized as Diddy because she overheard Justin referring to him as Pops. She was threatened, taken upstairs, and allegedly group essayed by them. In between the alleged essay, they would shove ish down her throat. She said this continued through the entire weekend of her being there. After this, Justin drove her to the airport and threatened to release her photos. Oh, and that TV job he allegedly promised her? It never happened. Now, mind you, even before this, Justin had already been brought up in another Diddy lawsuit, so this was really just an add-on to already existing allegations. And the crazy thing is, the allegation he was facing before the one I just told y'all about didn't just involve SA. It also involved the attempted unaliving of a man. Okay, so do y'all remember Lil Rod? The music producer said he was flown to Miami to work on Diddy's album, but he would wake up every morning with his cheeks sore and Diddy lying next to him with barely any clothes on. Well, he also alleged in his lawsuit that he witnessed Diddy and Justin a man and leaving him for dead. The incident allegedly happened at a recording studio in LA. So during a heated argument occurred in a studio bathroom involving Diddy, Justin, and Justin's friend, identified as G. Shots were fired inside the bathroom, and he saw Diddy and Justin walk out, while G was bleeding heavily from his torso on the floor in a fetal position. Lil Rod claims he helped G by applying pressure and calling an ambulance. Fortunately, G survived. However, in typical Diddy fashion, he allegedly tried to cover it up by instructing Lil Rod to tell police it was a drive-by outside, not inside. Lil Rod provided photos of blood in the bathroom and claimed Diddy and Justin hid during the police response. Now, when it comes to Quincy, there haven't been any SA allegations filed against him, but that doesn't mean he's in the clear. He has continuously supported Diddy, even after his biological dad, Al B. Sure, accused Diddy of being behind the death.
And we're going to get up off of that, man, because see, with that little Rod thing, I forgot all about that. That was at Chalice Recording Studios. And you want to know who has something in common with Chalice Recording Studios? Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg has been accused of S-ing a woman at Chalice Recording Studios. So with the little Rod thing with the Chalice Recording Studios, you know, and this is a little bit off subject. What happened was, you know, they went to the bathroom, those 3. Lil Rod, it was Justin, the rapper, and Diddy. Shots were fired. Lil Rod opens the door. This guy has a wound to his chest. He's applying pressure. And for what's his name? Farouk Muhammad, whoever Diddy's security is, the Muslim dude, he took care of it all. He's the cleaner. He told the police that it happened down the street.
Thank you, little brother.
But you guys can see all the pictures online of what the bathroom looked like. So the thing is, man, leave in the comments, man, what type of father freaks off with their own kids? Diddy been freaking off with his own kids. Not only were his kids victims, but they were suspects. But guess what? See, this is like a penitentiary thing. Y'all may not know it or not, but in that penitentiary, especially down south, when a lot of people, you know, manhood are taken, it's almost like the bully takes the manhood, and now you are now a girl to that bully. And as that bully takes other people's manhood, they encourage you to do it as well. And because you're so scared and you in love with these people, you take their manhood. And this is exactly what's been happening in the Diddy case, people. Hey, man, but you know, I don't like to keep y'all too long. I like to keep that attention, man, and give y'all this raw content.
All right, we're going to pause it right there because we're going to go to him one more time. But again, now let's slow this thing down because I know we just heard a lot. I know we just heard some things that was mind-blowing for us. But let's slow it down. And let's piggyback off of a question that Biggs asked when he was up here. Shout out to you, Biggs, if you're still in here. And then, little brother, I'm going to come to you. We know a lady came out that lived in Mount Vernon, and she stated that she knew Janice Combs and Janice Combs' mom, and that Janice Combs' mom ran a brothel. Janice had to see her mom's line of work or what her mom had going on. And now we've seen or heard from some people that were close to them that Janice had freak offs when Diddy was little. And the childhood friend says him and Diddy saw a lot, right, at these parties. He said it was nothing for them to open up a bedroom door and see people getting it on. And so now we see Diddy, where we all see what he's being accused of or what he's got going on, right? Right. Jenny, you're right. Janice was a madam. We see what Diddy has going on, and now we see or we hear about the kids. He's demonstrating the same thing to his kids. Not to take away from the victims, absolutely not. Negative, not here. We're not doing that. What I'm saying is, in addition to those victims, I think we can safely say he's made his children victims as well. Maybe not by touching them or nothing like that, but, and I don't even know if we can rule or take that off the table or rule that out. I don't even know, given what we're hearing. But the thing about it is, they're victims because they have to see this behavior. He's partaking in these behaviors with his sons, and now it's to a point where it seems like it's common behavior for the kids. Why do you say that, Mr. Breaking News G Smooth? Well, I say that because we just have to go back to the video shoot. I keep saying video, the photo shoot that the kids did. Hey, Natty, thank you for the heart me. Where we see the twins and Christian, and we see Christian passionately kissing his sister on the cheek while groping himself. I have sisters. That would never happen. It just would never happen. Jenny said the girls are wearing white nail polish. We already know that. What he likes, Diddy likes with the white nail polish. The fetish, that is. You know? Hey, dimple cheeks. Right. She said, and Diddy kissing his auntie mama on the lips. Right. That's a grown man. And referring to her how flexible she is and how she can still touch the floor with the palm of her hands bent. Listen, we just cannot keep doing this, y'all. We can't keep why him. And we got to get to a point where we say, WTF. You get me? This is where we got to get to. This is the point we got to get to. Hold on, little brother. Let me get Dimple Cheeks because she was up here before.
I got so much to say because I can't even type it all because it cuts me off. You know, people have to open their eyes. They have to shut their mouths and open their eyes because they do more talking than observing. The more you observe, the more the picture becomes clear. Use your two eyes, take off your rose-shaded sunglasses, and you're going to see things for what they are. Diddy, we've seen the video. It's not fabricated. It's not something I just made up. I watched it on TikTok and everywhere. Diddy and his mother both hooked up to IVs for quote unquote, they wanted supplement vitamins, but we all know it was after a freak off because it came out after the wash, and they're kissing on the mouth. That's normal behavior for them. On the documentary, Diddy's childhood friend that lived in the house that they grew up in said, oh, Janice was known for throwing parties. Yeah, to a kid, it's a party. Us grown folk now know those were most likely FOs. Okay? So, you know, this here kissy, huggy, that's normal for them. for us, it's a big ick, but it's normal behavior because that's what he grew up with.
Right,
And
rapid art
then
anthems.
in the documentary, when he was on that TV show being interviewed, and Janice, they made her stand up in the audience, and she's like, "Oh, well, he don't know this part, but back in the day, you know, I used to work in the after night clubs. I used to pour drinks for men because they thought I was." No, you didn't. You didn't pour drinks. You know exactly what you were doing in an after hours club.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So the behaviors are there in your face, and just like in the what I was going to say in your other segment is it's become popular and it has become natural to blame victims and put these predators on pedestals, because no matter what you show people about Diddy, they still say that this man's being railroaded, trying to take a black man down. How many black men did he take down? His own people. You think he cares about you? Oh, you're right. He does care about you, because now he had to go home and bathe in alcohol and sanitizer because he was hugging too many people. See, you're defending a man that don't even give two shits about you.
Yeah, proven.
Because if he cared about you, he wouldn't have made those statements. See, he went to Harlem because he needed backup. How can you back up a person after everything you see? No matter, you could put 100 victims in front of you. You could put at least 90, 1,000 hours of video showing what this man is capable of, and
Harvey,
you will still
and Harvey.
Sorry. Go ahead.
You will still say that this man is innocent. How? How can you say that this man is innocent? Just hearing his voice makes my skin crawl.
Yeah. Yes.
Because in his head, he's done nothing wrong. Kim is spinning in her grave, knowing what he's doing to her children.
Right.
Spinning in her grave.
Right.
W Dimple Cheeks in the
I
live.
wanted to put y'all on something. I don't know if y'all seen it,
Angie B.
but I seen it when it first came out. That Justin and Christian are supposed to be doing their own little segment of the
For Versus.
documentary on
Zeus.
on Zeus. Yep. And
Right.
y'all know I got Zeus Networks on.
And you know they're gonna lie through their teeth.
I'm not watching it though. Because I'm not
No, I'm
promoting
saying, like,
that.
you know they're gonna lie. They're gonna say, well, Fidi was lying about this, and Fidi was lying about that. First of all,
Right.
Christian, he put hands on your
Bye,
mother.
Jenny.
Quincy, he put hands on your mother. Justin, he put hands on your mother.
Yes.
All right, because Misa wasn't walking around with a busted lip.
Kicked under the car.
Okay, so you're
River
all
stomped
defending
under
this
the car.
man who had hands on your mother. You're saying, oh, he's innocent. He would never abuse a woman. Do we need to show you children? Because that's what you are. You're children. Because a grown man, you're all in your 20s, you're supposed to be men, you're children. You have the mind of a child. You can't handle life because you are under his thumb. And that's why he wanted you.
Right.
And I'm
never thought he'd
tired.
be put in this
TikTok got me so tired. Instagram got me so tired.
That's why I left
TMZ
and
got
came
me
back, girl.
exhausted, because no matter what you present, look at the documentary, how those jurors, the man, first of all, that Punjabi needs to go back, because that culture where you come from, this is acceptable and it's what goes on in your country. Stay in your country then, because that's not what goes on here. It's not normal. It's not right. He said, if we make eye contact and we're caught, we will get thrown out. We will be disqualified and thrown out. In the next breath, here comes Miss Giggly McGee with that big forehead of hers. Oh, I was
Giggly
looking at him and
McGee.
he would look at me and we would make these faces like, I thought you weren't allowed to look at him. I thought you weren't allowed to make eye contact. See, everybody keeps playing with 50, but the more you play with that man, the more he's going to put out there. Don't try him, try Jesus.
Yeah.
Because he's going to put it out there, and everybody's like, oh, he's a rat. He's a rat. He's a rat. No, he's not.
No, you're not.
He's not a rat. He's putting out facts. that people are still in denial. Still in denial.
I don't see 50 as a rat. Who he
It's
told on?
absolutely fascinating. It's fascinating.
Oh yeah, he does.
But who did he tell on? Who did 50 tell
Exactly.
on to be a rat? He didn't tell
Nobody.
anything. Did he told on himself?
Exactly.
All he did was put the evidence out there of what
Yep.
he was documenting of himself, of his life. So
Yeah.
who did he tell on? That's one
Yep.
thing I don't agree with. I know 50 to be a king troll, and I do think is deeper. You know, we know it's about his baby mama
Mm-hmm.
and him trying his manhood. And he
Mm-hmm.
waits. He's calculated. He
Very.
waits for his opportunity and he strikes. I'm tired of hearing, oh, kicking a black man when he down. Well, what about all the other stars he didn't kick while
Exactly.
they were down and may have them do
Exactly.
certain things so that they can have money in their pocket? That's kicking somebody when they down, correct?
And
So
to
now
the
that
what you guys
somebody
were
hit him with
saying
a Uno
earlier,
reverse, it should be acceptable on both on both ends. That's how I feel about it.
on your previous segment when you were mentioning about the liquor company, that how it was
Mm-hmm.
convenient once that,
Diageo.
okay, this is what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you.
Uh-huh.
This is what happens. That's what I was going to say earlier. This is what happens when you bite the hand that feeds you. Because when you think you're the most powerful man in the world, somebody's going to come in and show you, no, baby,
They're gonna
no,
kick you off your high horse.
you're not. We're the most powerful ones. We gave you a little sippy sip.
Right.
They're gonna kick you off your high. They're gonna not kick you off. They're gonna
And
drag you off your high horse.
right. And you're having all these FOs and you're over there promoting probably their product in your hand, in your videos. They don't want to be attached to that. Because and that's not to say because they're not doing something dirty. They don't want to be outed. They don't want their business out there. Diddy got no problem putting his business out there. Because in his narcissistic brain, in his head, he thinks, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. But here you are, all now in the press talking about, oh, my lawyers, I need an immediate, he wants his appeal done immediately. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Hold on, ladies. Let's pause for a second. I need to do a PSA. Check it out. We've got 63 people in here. Thank you, all 63 of y'all. Thank you so much. But we only got 8.2 thousand likes. Again, the math ain't mathing. Check it out. We got 4 more coffee magics that we need in order to meet our live gifting goal. I've explained to you all the importance and significance of meeting the goal. So if you can please contribute to that, I appreciate it. If you also can, please bless my panelists up here because it takes a lot to come up here and speak. And some people don't feel comfortable doing it, but these people are making sure they bring this knowledge to you. So give it to them, give it up for them. Also, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when we do have live shows. You'll also get a badge that says crew next to your name. And when you leave a comment in here, your badge will stand out to my moderators and I. We will be able to get to your question more expeditiously.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank
just
you.
last but not least, thank you. Yep.
It's just it's really phenomenal. It's in the problem is in the culture that we're living now, and I don't mean Latin culture, people of color culture, white culture. I don't mean that. I mean in the world that we're living in, it has become so normal to shame a victim and not the predator. And then when the victims don't come up, because I'm guilty of it, I'll say it, like with the Bill Cosby, one of the victims, it was alleged 40 years ago. Girl, why are you waiting 40 years? Why don't you just wait till the man was in the ground? Like, why'd you wait now? I was guilty of saying that. However, there should not be a limit when you come and speak up. What I think is the longer you wait, you do put your credibility on the line. And now people that are current victims, it's that much harder for them to speak up because now they're seeing all the negativity that comes along with it. Oh, she asked for it. She wanted, like the same thing with Cassie. Everybody's saying how, oh, but she wanted the money. She had no problem taking the gifts, the clothes, the money, the bags, the trips. Okay, what woman okay, gets courted by a guy and doesn't in the beginning of any relationship not get gifts. Fellas, keep it real, keep it honest, keep it a buck. You know damn well if there's a woman that you really, really want to get with, you will buy her this, you will buy her that. Same situation. The problem is Cassie was very young and she didn't know better. He promised her the world. You see Diddy, you hear the name Diddy, you Puff, whatever the hell name he wanted to use at the time. You hear that name and you're like, damn, this guy's a producer. He's got connections. If he's telling me he can make me a star, why not? So she's got to be ridiculed for that?
Well, hold on. I want to address something because again, you're right. You're right, Bessie. A lot of people. I mean, so many people say that, and it angers me because they are just
Yes.
completely skipping past the fact that he controlled her money.
Yes.
You get me? Like,
Apparently he controlled everybody's money because none of
yes,
his artists got paid.
right. They overlooked
112,
that. Mace.
Jodeci, Mace.
I mean, and look at Mary, you know, and people, everything is a learned behavior, right?
Mhm.
We see a little white kid that's 3 years old. We see a little black kid 3 years old, and they're hugging, right? So everybody's like, "Oh, you see, these kids don't see color. They don't see nothing. It's a learned behavior, right?"
Behavior.
I've seen that
Mhm.
statement said before. Same thing as grown adults. Jodeci was under Diddy, right?
Yes, they were.
Yep.
Okay, who was Mary J messing with?
Casey.
Casey from Jodeci.
Okay,
Yeah.
what happened with those two?
Domestic. DV.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you understand it? It's a learned pattern. How you
He's
gonna
one of my
say?
friend's cousins.
How you gonna say Mary J's my girl, my girl, my dad's my girl, my girl? But you knew this man was beating the crap out of her every day. I'm talking about Diddy. He made it sound like Mary J was his. That's my sister. That's my girl. That's my dad. Okay, but this man's pounding her face every day. You didn't step in. You didn't tell him, yo, chill. She's off limits. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a learned behavior.
Right, Jenny?
They probably seen all the things that he was doing to all these females, and it's a culture thing. You either take it or leave it. But the problem was they said, okay, we're gonna leave it. No, you're not. You staying.
Well, again, though, and again, they forget.
People forget a lot of things.
He got Mary J pregnant. He made her have
There you go.
AB.
The AB. Mhm.
Yeah.
And let's
Like
use
Jenny
the
said.
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I'm sorry.
Because
Yeah,
you know
his
how
little
people,
idiots.
you know how people will come back the next day, yo, G, you were wrong. You said a little bit.
Yeah, allegedly. Okay, allegedly, so they'll feel better.
Yeah, exactly. So they could sleep at night. I'm just saying, there's a lot of things that this man has done. Even let's keep the FOs out of the equation. But there's other things that this man has done that is so despicable. And yet, till today, I still come across TikToks and lives and just in general out in the street in real time. People are so convinced that this man did nothing wrong. I'm like, do you
I think
not have
Jenny want to say
mothers?
something.
Right? Do you not have mothers? Do you not have
Oh,
sisters?
okay.
Do you not have daughters?
That's true.
Yeah, but people don't
Hey, Jenny.
understand the cycle of abuse. Like, there's the love bombing period where they buy you gifts and all this after the abuse. And it's a cycle, and you get stuck in that cycle. And that's what people that have never been in abuse, they don't understand that cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's easy to say, oh, she could have left. No, she couldn't have left because she tried leaving on the video and he dragged her back.
Yes.
I'm going to say this. I agree to a degree, but I also feel like most of these people that are victims, I'm not going to say all, but most victims turn into the monster after a while.
Absolutely.
Because they have
That
to
is a true
inflict that
statement.
pain
Yeah.
onto someone
And
else
I
to
think
show
it's a
how
coping
they felt.
mechanism.
And that is a coping mechanism. And that's what happened to him.
Yep.
Because he started off as a victim
Yep.
and he became the monster. And the same thing with Cassie. I'm not saying that she wasn't a victim. She very much so is a victim, but then also she turned into a
Right, Sibley Kim.
monster.
Right. Little brother.
And turning into a monster is in different capacities also. So Her monster may not be the
No,
monster
her
that
monster
he
ain't the
is.
monster that he is.
Right. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
She
She
went
could
to
be the
therapy
the monster for
for other
Monsters
things. Yeah,
Inc.
exactly.
It was
Hey,
all
look,
different monsters in Monsters Inc., right? Though they was all scaring kids though,
Yeah.
but it was all different types of monsters. So
let's welcome my little brother to the panel.
how you doing,
Hey,
Matthew?
Matt.
It's on you, little brother. Are you working? Oh,
No,
there you
I'm
go.
here. I'm
Okay.
off. What's going on, man?
Hey, nothing much. I was gonna see what you want to put on the table.
Man, shoot, I'm drinking the tea like everybody else. I'm just sitting back.
Not I'm drinking a tea.
I'm sipping it, listen, like just basically just kind of absorbing everything in because I mean, it's like what's been said multiple times. You know, you have these people that are believing this, that, and the other, still wanting to keep Diddy on that same pedestal, still wanting to keep him, you know, close to the black community, and it's like, why? What? There's no reason to keep this man around anymore because he's toxic. Well, more than
Yeah.
toxic. I mean, the dude's radioactive at this point.
He's
Very.
toxic. He's a narcissist. He's a monster. He's all the
Yeah,
above.
it's
Might as well
bad, and
check
I mean,
D
but it's
on him.
where people still want to keep him a part of the black community, and it's like,
And he
no,
don't even
like
like the black community himself. So why
You
would
know
you?
why? You know why? Because he tried to create a political party for Black people because he did this and he invested in this so-called for Black people. No, I don't think he did it for the people. I think he did it to have brownie points. That's what he did it for. So that Black people can't say he hasn't done anything for the community.
that is true.
Okay, y'all.
That is
Okay.
true.
Let's stop for a minute. Let's slow down for a minute. Let's take a break. Let's say forget about 50 because everybody seems to blame 50 instead of recognizing that this man is his own doom. Diddy
Right.
is his own doom. They blame 50. 50's being a snitch. 50's this. 50's that. Okay, so let's take 50 off the board since it seems that people are so tunnel visioned on 50 that they cannot focus on the behavior of the monster we're talking about, right? So let's take 50 Cent out of the equation. Now, let's put this up right here. Before I even get into this, I want to start about this man right here, Steve Harvey. I've spoke about him before, but I want to refresh people's memory on certain things. Now, he has a son. Thank you, Natty. I appreciate that. He has a son named Witten. Witten won't even thank you. I appreciate that, Natty. He won't even talk to his father. Thank you. I appreciate that, Lord. Oh, I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Who did that? I can't see. Hold on. Who sent that last one? Is that Lori?
I think Lori sent one and Natty sent the final one.
Oh, okay. Thank y'all. Hold on. Let me move that back over here. That's what. Come here. Hey. Come here. Come here. Now, this is my granddaughter. Lean down, cause my picture
Hey.
covering your face. That's my granddaughter, Jayla. um, let's hold on. We got to thank first and foremost. Thank you all for helping us reach that gifting goal. I appreciate it. All that contributed. Thank you so much. We're gonna set a new one, and we're gonna keep this thing going because we got some more stuff we got to talk about. Okay. So give me 1 second, people. Let's reset this goal real quick, and I'm gonna get back on what I was talking about.
If you need to drop me, by all means, go ahead, because I'm working at the same time. I'm multitasking today. But before I go, because I only come up to the panel because I'll be typing in the chat and nobody's responding. So I don't know if I'm filtered or if I'm using invisible ink. So that's why I try to come up here to get my points out. But in case nobody sees my typing, I want to wish everybody truly a happy, a peaceful, a blessed new year, a clean slate. Leave all of your troubles, your fears, your haters, anybody who tried to test you, leave all of that behind in 2025. 2026 is your year. You're loved, you're valid, and whoever tries to disturb your peace, just close your eyes and they disappear, because 2026 is the year that we're going to focus on our health, our wealth, and I just want to wish everybody a happy new year.
I appreciate that so much, Dimple Cheeks. Thank you, Bestie. And we wish the same for you in return. And you know, you're more than welcome to stay up on the panel.
No, well,
Anytime you
I
need to
don't
come
want to
on.
be stingy and, let somebody else have a chance. I've already said what I had to say, and you know me, I could keep going on forever. So give somebody else a chance to, come up. Don't be shy, people. Come up. You type away in the chat, but come up and speak, because sometimes, your messages get cut off because they only give you X amount character space. And it's just nice to hear your voice. You come in his lives every day. Hitting like is great, but come up and talk.
That's true. That is so true. Thank you, Bessie. I appreciate you. Out here. Thank you, Natty. I appreciate you coming up, Dimple Cheeks. Thank you all for the gifts. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Natty. Thank you, Maui in Paris. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you for the kiss on the cheek. Daybreak says I'm shy, but one day I'm gonna come up too. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. You said it. You put it out here in the universe. We're gonna hold you to that. This guy right here has a son named Witten. Now let's go back a little bit. He was married to a lady named Mary. Okay. One day, well, before I say the one day, allegedly he had a room that anybody and everybody in the house was forbidden to go into. They could not go into it, right? Well, he happened to be gone on the road and doing a show or something, right? And so while he was gone, hey, Daybreak, you came up. Okay, she said,
They say surprise, surprise.
Hey, well, thank you for keeping your word.
Okay, I'm gonna go on mute.
Okay, all right, love. He goes on the road to do a show or his comedy show or whatnot. While he's away from home, they decided to go into this room that he didn't want anybody to go in. And so while his wife Mary is in the room, she notices his laptop is open. So she goes on the laptop, and when she opens the laptop, she notices that he's been going to GAY Corn. Not only that, but in the top drawer, there's Vaseline that's been used. So that was the last thing in the search history, and the jar of Vaseline had been used. She put that together. Now, also, there was a time that her son was sleeping, and allegedly, this guy right here comes into the young man's room. It's a son of his, but comes in, I'm talking about Witten, comes in bucky naked in his birthday suit, and he reaches over his son while it's by his head while his son is sleeping in his birthday suit. Now, I don't know what Witten did one time, but whatever Witten did, and this is the reason why he ended up leaving, but he whipped Witten with a belt buckle. He was whipping him, and he hit him with the belt buckle, but the belt buckle hit Witten in his private area, causing him to urinate blood. Okay? So now, the thing about it, that should point out to you the type of behavior or the father that he is. That's gross. Those behaviors are gross. Treating your kids that way is gross. Spankings, hey, we all grew up on that, well, most of us, right? So I'm not saying that, but there's a difference between disciplining your children and abusing your children. There's two different things to that, and I think his falls in line with abuse. Now, he also have children that he don't even talk to or claim. But however, he chooses to take to a lady by the name of Lori Harvey, who is not his biological daughter, but he loves her and gives her the attention and showers her with that and all of that, right? We're talking about Mr. Harvey right here, Ash. Talking about Mr. Harvey. Uh, and so, how you doing, Ash? And so, this is where things get even weirder. Lori is not his child, but he treats her as such, and that's fine. I do that myself. The issue I have is that Lori Harvey once dated Justin Combs, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Justin. Hold on. I don't want to tell you guys wrong in my monologue, so let me make sure I get this correct. All right, let's see. I think it was Justin, but I'm not sure. Right. Okay, so it was Justin. All right. So she dated Justin Combs first, right? Then she dates Diddy, his dad. Well, you know, we use the word his dad very loosely because I think he's Wolf's as well. But in any event, she dated the dad. But it doesn't even get that's crazy in itself. But the final cherry I want to put on top with this is the fact of the matter that she stated that Kim Porter was like a second mother to her. But shortly after Kim Porter passed away is when she started dating Diddy. Now, the issue that I have with this guy is he goes on vacation with Diddy, with Lori, and his wife, Marjorie. Listen, a lot of people going to say that's not true. That didn't happen. So not so fast, sweetheart. That's them, right? This right here, this picture right here. I wonder if I can make that a little bigger. Let me see if I can move it up. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if it'll let me move this up and expand it a little bit. I want y'all to be able to see real good. I don't care if I'm covered up. I want to make sure y'all see it. All right. That's it. Here we
Reset
go.
your goals.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank y'all for helping us meet that goal, knocking that goal out. Man, I appreciate it. Okay. Y'all, while I do this, y'all take a look at that. Like, take a look at that picture. This is on a yacht. Once again, yacht comes into play. Once again, yacht comes into play as if we didn't just hear about what happened on the yacht with Grace O'Murphy, right? Okay. There, we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with friendship necklaces, all right? Thank y'all. And it's set. All right. You have here at the top, you have Lori Harvey. Right here in front of her, you have the Diddler. Right here, you have Steve Harvey, who's a monster. And I got another story about him I'm going to tell too before we get into it. But you have him. And then right here in front of Steve, you have Marjorie. Now, if that's not enough, and you still think that might be Photoshop, that might be AI, whatever you may say to debut that, you have on that same trip, on that same yacht, let's go over it. You have Diddy, you have Lori, you have Marjorie, you have Steve Harvey right here, and you have Lori Harvey massaging Steve's shoulders. You know, this is a doting daughter over her dad, I guess you could call it. But that doesn't mean that they were dating. Okay, well, hold on. You have Diddy kissing Lori. Where am I going with this? Okay, well, before we get there, I want to let you all know something real quick. Then we're going to really get into it. Okay, promise. When Steve started out doing comedy, he wasn't the greatest. Didn't get bookings, couldn't get jobs or anything like that. So money wasn't coming in. But somehow or another, he did a show and got connected with Bill Cosby. Now, these things that I'm telling you comes from Mary, his ex-wife. And hey, cuz, I heard you was in the hospital, man. What's going on? It's coming from Mary. So Mary and Steve got invited to Bill Cosby's house. And I can't remember Bill's wife. I think it's Camille. But in any event, got invited to the house. Right? And when he goes over there, everything was going good. Everybody was eating and laughing and having a good time and all of that. Well, Mary says she got to a point where, hold on, my cousin says not feeling well, but I'm going to be okay. Okay, are you still in there now? Mary said it got to a point where she got tired. You know, she was sleepy, and so she ended up going home. But Steve stayed behind. Oh, okay, okay. Are you at cop? Never mind. You said yes. Okay, yeah, you definitely in our prayers, cuz, for sure. Text me and let me know what's going on, what they're saying. Camille, okay, thank you, Dimple Cheeks. Camille. So Steve stayed behind and stayed at the house with Camille and Bill. Now, Mary says that when Steve got home later on that night, he came in and was smelling like boom boom. Okay, y'all, number 2, right? Insinuating that either he had been fudge packing somebody or somebody was fudge packing him. Now, this is Mary's story, his ex-wife. But allegedly, after that happened, we got the Steve Harvey show. We got Kings of Comedy. You get me? Okay. All right, cuz, got it. You see? I say all of that to get to this. Something happened, and then when that happened, that's when his career ascended. Now, Bernie Mac allegedly didn't play the game, and somebody allegedly was jealous of Bernie Mac, and Bernie Mac is no longer here with us. All right, that's that. Now, we're gonna take 50 Cent off the table. 50 Cent it has nothing to do with this. All right. However, Lori Harvey at one time was dating this guy, Michael B. Jordan. And so allegedly, I have to say allegedly, Michael B. Jordan has dropped Lori Harvey's freak off tapes with Diddy. So, is he wrong? Do we blame Michael B. Jordan if he did that? So now we can take 50 Cent out of it, and we have someone else who allegedly has evidence and proof of these things happening and taking place. Let's play it. Let's get to it.
Top of it. It's your boy, Coach One Stack, man. Tap it in, man. Bring y'all some more news y'all can use, man. And it just gets better, man. You know, this content is just so easy to make, being raw and uncut. And we finna get to how Michael B. Jordan, man, Michael B. Jordan, you know, his
JB the Abbott.
How he
Facts,
exposed
brother.
Lori
Facts,
Harvey.
and shout out to you and everyone in Shy.
With who other than Diddy. Can you dig what I'm saying? And Jaguar Wright confirms it. But before I drop it, man, go and hit that like button, smash the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Let's get them likes in the comments, y'all. Let's get those subs up.
Shy girl.
Let's get those subs up. We're going to 100K, man. Appreciate the content. Now, as you know, Michael B. Jordan, Lori Harvey, man, they broke up not too long ago. But see, the thing is, that's because he found that freak off tape. See, he found that freak off tape of her and Diddy. And it's rumors that she was pregnant by one of the fathers of the sons. Now, you're going to hear Lori Harvey talk about she never dated a father and son. But as we all know, she did date father and son, because Diddy was sitting there seen with Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey, and Marjorie Harvey on vacation with his arm wrapped around her.
Pause. We got 66 people in here. Thank you so much for being here. But we sitting on 13.1 likes. Let's get that up, please. Let's keep double tapping. All right. I'm putting this up here because this is what he's talking about. Because you know you're going to have people trying to say we lying.
But why is that? Because Diddy got the free tape on who other than Steve Harvey, who gets skinnier by the day, mind you. So, see, that's the thing, man. When this is why you do, if you're going to do some dirt, do it by yourself. See, because watch this. Watch how it all trickles down, y'all. You got Steve Harvey, who has a good name. He compromises himself and does a freak-off tape with Diddy, Kevin Hart, and all these people and all these other men. Now Diddy got the leverage. And even though Lori Harvey was dating Diddy's son, well, guess what, man? Diddy want a taste too. As you already know, man, Diddy is into that father and son type thing. Because what kind of parent...
Here we go again. It's proven. It's talked about. It's brought up. It's mentioned. He's doing sexual activities with his kids. Y'all, I don't know how... I don't know how much we got to bring to y'all. I don't know. How much more proof do we need? You know? Besides with Cassie and Daphne. Ash said there were no freak offs, so what is he talking besides with Cassie and Daphne? Well, I mean, do you think it? I mean, sounds like he says it's a freak off. Is what he's saying. Michael B. Jordan dropped the tape. Ash. Once again, this behavior isn't it's not good, y'all. It's not common.
Being Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey would sit up here and go on vacation with Diddy after you know your son been clapping your daughter's cheeks, and now the father clapping the cheeks. Now, hey man, you know I hate to tell y'all, but if y'all look through some of my beginning videos, I tell the story about how I was clapping 3 daughters' cheeks and their mama's cheeks before age 20. First time being 16, next time being 17, third time being 19. So does it happen? Yeah, it happens, but I never seen too many men do it. But hey, man, I've been in a situation with women before, and that can be confirmed. Got receipts to prove it. But hey, man, it ain't about me. It's about your boy Diddy and Michael B. Jordan making these allegations. But you already know Jaguar right with her mouth. You already know she got some evidence. You already know she got the tea. That's why I drop a lot of content in the kitchen.
Thank you for that. I appreciate
fly
it.
Ass office downstairs, which I'm gonna start putting it up in there. But I like to drop y'all the tea in the kitchen where the tea is made. So let's make some tea, y'all. Here we go.
Quickly, and then register it, digest it, and then go.
There's been so many stories that have been made up about me. I've heard I've dated a father and son before. Not true? Absolutely not true.
They actually look pretty happy.
Diddy and Lori Harvey, they're heating things
Not
up
true.
in Italy. Notice her.
She said not true. Yeah. Lori Harvey said it's not true that she dated a father and son. We're just gonna leave that right there. That's the dad.
Arm is on the back of his chair.
Lori Hart, Steve Harvey's daughter. It was all known that she was spotted in streets with Justin, and then she was spotted in streets with Diddy, and they all tried to sit there and pretend like that wasn't what it was.
All right, y'all. This Diddy situation just keeps getting messier. So Jaguar Wright is out here claiming that Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey didn't just break up randomly. According to her, MBJ was allegedly sent a tape of Lori at one of Diddy's parties. And that's when everything went downhill. And get this. Allegedly, it was Diddy who sent MBJ the tape as revenge after finding out that Michael messed with Cassie. And that part isn't even a rumor. Cassie actually admitted in the trial that she briefly dated dated MBJ during one of her breaks with Diddy. According to Cassie's testimony, she had a fling with Michael in 2015 after she discovered that Diddy was cheating on her. Now, yes, Lori dated Diddy before MBJ, so it's not like her past was a secret. But the story is that MBJ didn't really understand what the relationship involved or what Lori was allegedly brought around to do until Diddy sent him that tape. But that's not even the whole story. There's also the Steve Harvey and Diddy connection. They've known each other for years. And it's interesting how Steve presents himself as a relationship expert, especially for women, yet it seems
Oh yeah,
like
the
he was
book he had.
completely okay with his daughter dating Diddy. And then there's Marjorie Harvey. She's had rumors surrounding her for a long time. And some people are saying she encouraged Lori to get close to Diddy for exposure and connections. So the big question is, was Michael B. Jordan really that naive? Did he buy into Lori's polished, classy girl image? And what exactly was on that rumored Diddy tape shown to MBJ? Let's break it all down.
Ever since Diddy got pinched, they've all been trying to pretend like all of the stuff that we've seen that happened, that they was all involved in, didn't happen.
So this whole Diddy, Steve Harvey, Lori rabbit hole wasn't even touched in 50 Cent's documentary, which is weird considering how many questionable things were happening around that time. Somehow, nobody really called any of it out. Well, almost nobody. Jaguar Wright has been talking about it, and now she's claiming that Lori's involvement with Diddy is what ultimately caused her breakup with Michael B. Jordan. And when you look at the timing, it does raise eyebrows. MBJ and Lori split just months before Cassie's lawsuit dropped, and allegedly around that same time, Diddy was going out of his way to silence or intimidate anyone who could potentially support Cassie or back up her story. And according to the rumors, that may have included MBJ, since he briefly dated Cassie back in 2015. So according to Jaguar, Diddy supposedly had someone show.
Hey Ash, I see you said that Cassie dated Michael B. Jordan as well, and they just said that. So does that mean you lying, or is that enough proof for you that the truth is the truth? Because you said it. I saw you. You typed it. You said Cassie dated Michael B. Jordan, and they just stated that too. Is that the only part you find to be true? Well, I'm saying you said it though, right? And they said that. So what I'm saying is, so if you said that, and you know that that's the truth, and they just said it, that would make that truth still be the truth, right? So what I'm asking you is, do you think that they still telling the truth now? No, you don't. Okay, okay, all right. You just like to pick what part you think is true. I'm just asking. This is a question. It's just certain parts. I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna let you think about it. But yeah, I'm just asking. So we just pick what we think is true, right?
MBJ a video of Lori
They said the same thing
allegedly
you
from
said.
one of those
You said it
parties.
first.
And shortly after that, Lori and Michael were done.
I sat right here and told y'all there was activity on the dark net. Videos were being distributed and were going to be sold for profit because the diddler needs the money.
Now, MBJ has never publicly said what caused the breakup, but the timeline is what really makes people side-eye it. 1 minute they were talking about engagement and growing old together, and then suddenly it was over. It was all so sudden and unexpected. And because of how fast everything happened, this theory about Michael seeing some kind of tape is starting to sound a lot more believable to some people. Also, as soon as the breakup was announced, both Lori and MBJ
You said no
unfollowed
from the
each other.
trial. Okay, so do you think that so you said Cassie. So are you saying that Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan didn't date? Is that what you're saying? You don't think it's true? Hey, Soda Pop, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Soda Pop. Or are you saying, um, we trying to understand what you're saying, Ash, because it's breaking up your comments. I know they don't let you type the whole thing out.
Okay, I'm not saying you said. I'm asking you what part are you saying you think is not true?
A freak off tape, I'm guessing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
and scrubbed all traces of their relationship from social media, which led fans to speculate that some major drama went down behind the scenes. And then, just a few days after the breakup was confirmed, Michael was spotted at an NBA game looking like he was about to cry, and people were literally commenting about how he looked traumatized and dead inside. And then there was also that moment when MBJ introduced Drake and 21 Savage's performance, and he threw shade at Lori with the "her loss" comment. So did Michael really see some kind of tape of Lori that completely shook him? Well, that's the rumor floating around right now. But honestly, even if the tape part isn't true, Lori's relationship with Diddy is already weird enough without it. The age gap, the timing, the family support, the fact that Lori was close to Kim Porter, the whole thing is creepy enough. Even if
Hold on, though, Ash. Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly. That's why Ben Affleck left J-Lo. He seen some tapes.
From the first
Part
time
of.
that he left her, right? The first time he left her.
I'm just saying. We just saying.
if nothing was ever recorded. So let's look at the timeline of Lori and Diddy's romance. Rumors about Lori and Diddy first started popping up online in early 2019, just a few months after Kim Porter passed away. And that timing made a lot of people uncomfortable, especially because after Kim's passing, Lori shared this photo on Instagram and talked about how close she was to Kim, even saying she called her mama. Lori wrote, "Having a hard time processing this one. You were such a beautiful person inside and out. Thank you for always being so sweet and loving to me. I'm so glad I told you how much I loved and missed you the last time I saw you. Your energy was truly something special, an angel on earth and now in heaven. R.I.P. Mama Kim." So if Kim was really a mother figure to Lori, then what does that
I'm not
make
sure,
Diddy?
bro.
That's what a lot of people are stuck on. For Lori to call Kim mama and then get involved with Diddy just 3 months after Kim's death is honestly disturbing. So anyway, according to reports from Hot New Hip Hop, during the first week of March 2019, Lori and Diddy were spotted together at a reggae music festival in Miami. That's when the speculation really picked up and people started asking questions. By the way, Lori was only 22 years old at the time, while Diddy was 50. So after footage of Lori and Diddy at the music festival started circulating all over social media, Lori's team moved fast. Her representative put out a statement to TMZ, flat out denying that there was anything romantic going on between her and Diddy. But despite that denial, things didn't really add up. Throughout the summer of 2019, Lori and Diddy were spotted together multiple times. And one of the moments that really caught people's attention was when the two were seen out on a late night walk in New York City. Then in July 2019, things got a little more official. A source close to Lori told Hollywood Life that she and Diddy had indeed grown close after Kim Porter's passing. But the insider was quick to clarify that it was strictly platonic and claimed that Lori was just supporting Diddy as he dealt with his grief. The source said, "Lori has been friends with the whole family for years, but she and Diddy have gotten a lot closer over the past 6 months or so, really since Kim's death, because Lori was very close to Kim too. She was grieving too. So she was really able to be there for Diddy and his grief. She uplifts him. Lori has a way of making him smile. She makes him happy. They're good friends." But the fact that
Yeah, and I bet she does have a good way of making him smile. You know,
I bet I was about to say the same thing.
ladies, this is why you just can't have anybody up around your man. And vice versa, man, you can't have anybody around your lady. See, the whole while,
Sister, close by sleeping with
that
family
Lori was
son.
around Kim, see, she envied Kim. Everybody wanted to be Kim. You dig? Because if you're Kim, you got Diddy. But look what happened to
She
Kim.
kind of favored Kim a little bit
Everybody
too.
passing away from pneumonia. But it's funny that everybody, Heavy D,
I can see like a lighter
Heavy
shade.
D, Kim Porter, all these people are passed away from pneumonia. I'll be sure having strokes and pneumonia. But no, but never have you seen Diddy catch pneumonia. And we all know about his HIV status. Can you dig what I'm saying? That he's somebody who should be catching pneumonia before anybody catches it.
Sharita
But
said she do look like
they
it.
say that they didn't date. Hey man, nah.
Soda
We know
Pop
that
said
Diddy
no one
sent-
can be
We know
Kim.
that Diddy sent Michael B. Jordan a copy of that video to make them break up, man. You know, Michael B. Jordan is well respected, never been in no trouble, has his nose clean, and then you can see that man was truly traumatized when they broke up because he saw something that he didn't want to see, which is his woman freaking off at those parties. And guys, he has now talked about it. And it's right all over Steve Harvey and Marjorie Harvey's face, because who is going to allow, man, I mean, you can't make her do anything because she's 22, but I personally wouldn't be sitting on vacation with my daughter after she chose to date a father and a son, and they going back and forth, swashbuckling, you know, switching off on Lori Harvey. probably running them chicka choo-choos, and you know they wasn't using no prophylactic. So when I end this video, Michael B. Jordan, man, go get yourself tested, brother, because you might have that HIV, you might have them herpes, bro. And I'm not even trying to be funny.
I
Go
think he
get
did go get
yourself tested.
tested.
And
I
you
think he
watching this
did.
He
video,
did.
go get yourself tested. Can you dig? Hey,
To
man, but I don't
me,
want to keep y'all too long, man.
in
Like,
his
share, and subscribe to the video.
characteristics,
Y'all
after
putting
he
the
got that video, I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh, I hope so. I
I'm
hope
pretty
so.
sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did. After he got that video, who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You right. I mean, especially knowing what's being said. How about
After
that?
he broke up with her and he found out she was dating him.
I can see that. I mean, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
He needed the video to know what she was.
Nah,
What the hell?
I don't think he needed the video.
Helen Keller could have known from her behavior before what she was.
Soda Pop says you could have paid me. I would have told you.
Right.
You crazy, man.
He dodged the bullet. He got rid of her.
Yeah, you're right, man. Hey, blessings
She-
come in disguises.
She's never gonna be nothing. She's never gonna be nothing. And you know why she ain't never gonna be nothing? She's a clout chaser, and she wants a. Somebody said about her, and the guy said it perfectly. He said 2 years ago or 3 years ago, she made $45 or $47 million through Instagram and stuff like that, you know. And the more money you get, and it seems like the more money she gets and the more clout she gets, she looks to date up. But the problem is, when you get to a certain level, these men don't even want to look at you. She's a 2 compared to these women that are up there. So she better go back down in the dating pool if she wants it.
He said, "Go to the kiddie pool. Go to the kiddie pool."
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. There's you get to a certain point where that's it. You just ran through.
He's damn near 30 years old. I'm sorry. It's the fact that she was living with the father and the son. She
That's the
was
part.
hunching on the son, and then went from hunching
Is that
on the
called
son to hunching on the
called
father.
thought behavior? I don't know. I'm not sure.
In my definition, and then
Ashley,
you.
what he means by I'm saying Ashley, calling the girl full name out Ash, what he means by she's a 2 is her value went down in society to men because she uses men. You breaking up, Ash. You gonna have to drop
In
and come back,
Hollywood
Ash, because your
history.
service is
Like,
bad.
Okay, hold on. Here she go. I think she clear now. Speak,
he
Ash.
brought me up. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Because I saw
I'm not
your
gonna be up
comments.
here
Go ahead.
long
I hear
because
you.
I'm Ubering. I'm
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
No, we
it's an
lost you.
area.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
an
that
area.
area.
Hmm
Okay.
No, you sound like a
I
robot.
won't be up here long because I'm Ubering. But you are on my Bluetooth. Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we
I
can hear
heard
you a little
Bluetooth.
better now, Ash.
Hmm.
Uh. Okay. Uh. I don't believe that because if you look at the history of Hollywood women, they always have married like 3, 4 times and dated, several different men in the industry. Going back to uh what was her name? She was real big like in the 70s and 80s. She had the dark hair, short hair, white woman.
Raquel Welch.
What was her name? I cannot think of her name.
Raquel Welch.
She was real big advocate. Like she was always with Michael Jackson. I can't
Diana
You
think of
talking
her
about
Ross.
name
Diana
because not
Ross?
Diana Ross, but yeah, even Diana Ross. Like the history of these.
You talking about Brooke?
But I'm
Brooke
talking
Shields?
about. I think her name was Catherine. Catherine
Catherine Tate?
something.
Oh, is it Catherine Taylor? No.
What was her name?
Um,
Well, anyway,
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Jennifer Lopez, Kim
Hey,
No.
Kardashian.
You
All
breaking up
these
again?
women have always dated men in the industry.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
We're trying to hear you.
Yeah.
Hello? It's
We're
breaking
trying to hear
up.
you.
Okay. I'm gonna drop her down because it's going in and
But
out.
It's
but
not meant
what
for her to
what
say what she's
what
supposed to say.
what they don't understand is that yeah, they date everybody in the industry, but you can't put a guy like Michael B. Jordan up against a gentleman like who did she date before that? The rapper, Fabulous or not?
It
Who you
Who
talking
did
wasn't
she
about? Lori
date?
fabulous.
Harvey?
Yeah, Lori Harvey. Who she date before? Two rappers before that.
I'm about
Yeah.
to tell you right now. Hold on one second, Soda Pop, because it's on the tip of my.
So are you telling me that he's not a different class of man than these guys are? I mean, not to say nothing against these guys because I'm not the best individual in
Exactly.
the world, but
Yeah, I get what you're saying on that.
you
Well,
know,
I think we got to the fact that it's here's what I find disturbing about it. Like they were saying, she called Kim a second mother to her while dating
Future.
Justin,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
her future.
Future was who she was dating, I believe.
yeah, right.
Future
And then little
or
Bow Wow or something like that. I mean,
Yeah, actor
Damon.
Damson
I'm sorry, Damson
and
Idris
Trey, yeah, and Trey Songz.
no,
Which
no, she
Trey
was never
Songz
with.
is whole by
No,
and
no, no,
himself.
Trey
no,
Songz.
no, no, no. She was never with Trey Songs. Never, never. One
Okay, see.
guy, Trey Songz road manager is a very, very good friend of mine. She was never with him. Never.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay. It just says she was linked
So
to him.
they said, okay,
no.
I got the names right here. She was engaged to a Dutch football player, Memphis.
Mel, I don't know. You
Then
know better
after
than
she
me.
dated in 2020, she dated Justin, Justin Cone. Then
Hmm.
after she dated Justin Cone, then she dated Future.
You mean she was with Little Wolf? You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
she
Yeah.
dated Diddy, and then she dated Future, and then she dated Michael B. Jordan.
Right. No Trey,
So
no Trey
Future was
Songz. I know that for sure.
mm-mm.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I was just reading here. It says Lori Harvey has dated high profile figures, including rappers Future, and it says in like parentheses, it does
Quotation
say,
mark.
yeah, quotation. That's it. Linked
hmm
to Diddy, his son, Damson, and musician Trey Songz, with her most notable public relationship being with actor Michael B. Jordan, which ended in 2022. She's yeah, y'all talk about the soccer player. You mentioned him, but yeah, the thing about it is, like I said, she said that was her like a mother to her. But then, I
You
mean,
date the son and the father? That's
you
crazy.
date, yeah, like that's the part that I mean, in most places, yeah, guys don't want to deal with you like that. You're a thought. You're 304 in most places. Sharita said even Quavo. So
She had to
I
go to
mean,
England to find a guy that didn't know about her past. Football,
had some
football
And
player.
mileage on them. Look,
he ended up finding out, didn't he?
There you
Because I
go. You
don't
got
think
rid of
they
her.
together. hmm
You got to get rid of her. That's it.
yeah. So yeah. As a matter of fact, that relationship only lasted a year. So yeah, he did find out. All right.
But
Okay.
yeah, she
They
being
don't
passed around like
understand.
hopscotch. I mean, most of the women in the industry, and it's sad to say, a lot of them do date, like she was saying, which is true. A lot of them do date in the industry, but that's why they could never date outside the industry because they be just swapping. Swap left, you swap, I'll take your girl, you take my girl.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
can't get no respect from real men.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Right.
why when he said she's a two, I understood that.
Yeah,
Because it don't
exactly.
matter about how she looks.
No.
If you want to base it
Yeah.
off her looks, her morality is compromised because she's
Yep.
using her looks to get ahead
Yeah,
into
yeah.
these circles to date these higher up men. And then once they're done with her, they discard her. What average, I would say even a man that has six figures, who would want to deal with a woman who has been passed and it's knowingly? It's different for us everyday women. You know, but then again, you can't even say that because you don't know who.
No, exactly. I don't want to walk in my neighborhood with some girl that was been with 7 guys that I know.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't doing it.
That part. It's really that part.
I'm not doing it.
And that's why in his eyes she was a 2.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
most of them higher ups and the elites, do you think they would date her? No.
No.
You here
There's
for a good time, not
emphasis
a long
put
time.
on getting ahead. Y'all break that down. She said she is getting
Ahead.
ahead.
Yeah, she's getting ahead, all right.
Or she's
Give him
giving
that
it,
part,
should
brother.
we
She's getting
say.
ahead in more ways than one.
Right. She got a lot of knowledge on them heads. You know, but yes, that's what we're talking about, Ash. You know, Ash is Ash. Oh, she. I don't. She's. I saw her on Big
Ash
Mike's.
love to come back everything.
Yeah.
So that's
She.
just
That's
Ash,
yeah.
y'all. That's
Yeah. It's
just
just Ash.
Ash. Don't take it personal. She will come back everything. You could tell her take her outside
Oh
the sky
yeah,
and blue,
Ash is
and the sky will
combative,
be
boy.
pink and purple.
Yeah.
Pro Diddy. Where are you, Ash? Pro Diddy.
Listen, y'all, boy, look, it has been a great live again. So I want to thank you all for coming up on the panel. I want to thank everybody for joining the show. But we're gonna end the broadcast. I'm gonna go hang out with my granddaughters. Hopefully we got some
Everybody have
time left.
a happy and a healthy new year.
Yes,
Hopefully
absolutely.
2026 is good to all of us.
Yes,
And we get
absolutely.
some
Thank you.
stuff done that we need to get done. But I won't say happy new year. I'm gonna say happy end of the year because the new year does not start until the springtime comes.
Oh, is that the truth?
Yes, the new year starts when the crops grow.
Ah.
22nd through April 6th.
Yes, it's considered the new year.
Oh,
all right. I never heard that one.
Yeah, I got knowledge on this. Well, I love the show. I learned
Me
stuff
too.
too.
See, I learned something today.
Right. Thank you, niece. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate that.
So in other words, I don't have to give out all the liquor that I got for everybody tonight?
Yep.
I can wait
You can
till
keep
April.
it into April. Yep. That's why they call it April 1st. It's April Fools. April Fool's Day. Does everybody think that the new year ended in December 31st? No, that just ended the calendar year. The cycle of life, that's when it starts. So when the crops grow, that is the beginning of a new year.
I got you. I got to look into that.
Right. Look. As soon as we get off, I'm gonna look that up. Right. But yeah, I
All right.
appreciate y'all. Take
Everybody
care.
have a good one. Blessed.
All right, you too, brother. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes another broadcast of hashtag I'm gonna say it. I'm telling you, y'all, this thing is getting crazy. We get more and more stuff coming in, and we're going to continuously report it to you as well. But let's do a couple of things real quick. Let's make a few announcements before we end this broadcast. First and foremost, again, I want to thank everybody who was in here with us. You are our guests. That's with the S, guests of honor, and we appreciate your presence. Your presence is a gift to my moderators and I. It's a gift that we are thankful for and grateful for. So shout out to you all. Let's give it up to you. Also, let's give it up to our gifters. Thank you all so much for putting in that work. I appreciate it so much. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. And we're going to get back into that C bracket. And I think we're going to end up going to B as well. I'm going to speak it into existence. That's what you got to do when you want something to happen. You got to not only have faith in it, but you got to speak it into existence as well. So thank you all for doing that. Mods, another great day at the office. Thank y'all so much. There's a lot of scrambling going on. It's a lot of information we had to get out there. But as usual, you all held down the fort. I appreciate it. The newsroom is blessed to have y'all in it. Thank you so much. Those of you all who subscribe to the channel, thank you. And welcome to the news crew. I appreciate it. Make sure you wear your badge with honor. All right. I appreciate you so much. I do. Thank you for the love and support. Now, if you haven't subscribed over on Twitch to MC3SFT9. First of all, you're late. You're very late. But that's okay. We won't hold it against you. Go over there and do that immediately after the broadcast. Please go and subscribe to MC3SFT9 over on Twitch. All right. We have our New Year's Eve bash brawl bash coming tonight. And it starts at 6:30. Right, little brother? 6:30 is when we on, right? We got a great night of wrestling lined up, pro wrestling lined up for you. It's only on the video game, y'all. So you ain't got to worry about none of the raunchiness or anything like that. You can bring your kids in to watch it with you. You can join us in the chat. We strongly encourage you to join us in the chat because we have fun doing it, right? Right, Jenny? Yes, even Santa got in on the bash last time, and wrestled. And Santa did good. He did really good. But with that being said, let's give it up to our first ever OCWA Yuletide champion. And that's Mr. C-Dog Collins. Congratulations, little brother, on the victory. And I know you're going to honor that and wear it with pride. It's in the stable. It's in our faction. So we good. We're trying to get all the gold, y'all. We're gonna end up opening our own pawn shop. We're gonna have all the gold. That's what we're trying to do. Now, also remember, over on YouTube, go and subscribe to Tayretta Vision Films and make sure you watch Dope Girls. We got our final episode of season 1 dropping January 6th at 8 p.m. All right, so we want to make sure you go and subscribe to that. Check out all the episodes that's out right now. So that way on the 6th at 8 p.m., you got your beverage, you got your snacks, and you ready to tune in and watch it with us. All right, because I'm telling you, it's the last show, and we're definitely going to end it on a blast, but it's going to be a cliffhanger. So you're going to have to stick around and come back and watch season 2 after we get that kicked off. And while saying that, we also have a movie in the works. We have a comedy movie that we are going to be working on. I'll give you more information on that as it happens. But right now, we are titling it 2K. All right. But it's going to be a comedy movie. We got some more movies coming down too, man. And just make sure that y'all tune in and keep up with your host, man, because I'm trying to do all of this, really. I'm trying to get my hands in everything. I love it. I love being busy. It's things like that. I feel blessed. It's a blessing, and I love it, and I thank God for that. But you all, hey, I've been your self-proclaimed favorite. Right, Jenny? Right, Jenny? 2B's thinking about picking it up. Thinking about picking up Dope Girl. So let's pray for that as well. This has been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, signing off from the newsroom. You all be safe out there tonight if you're going out. Hey, if you're in the A and you're going down to the firework and drone show, please be careful. If you, whatever your respective city is, if you're going out and ringing in the new year with your family, please be careful. We are in the end times and people are really, really wilding out right now. So please be safe. But I do pray that the covenant of Jesus' blood covers you and God keeps you all safe if you are going out tonight, or just in general. Just keep you all safe, all right? It's your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter signing off from the newsroom. Once again, my news crew members, thank you for a great day at the office. My little brother said, and thank you, big brother. Yes, NOD wants all the gold. That's right. Hey, them tag team titles coming next. I just feel it. Hey, remember, y'all could be anything in the world. Be somebody, all right? I love y'all to life. Peace and blessings to you.